Sure, a tough loss, of course, losing him, but to see so many of the walk-ons stepping up in his place. Michael Odiana specifically, he had 20 minutes, career high for him against Drake last week. He seems to be a sort of, once again, a spark plug.
Well, yeah, he's had some great practices. He defends, he plays hard, he do what I ask, and I think when you do those things, you reward it. When you play with effort and you play with focus and concentration, I reward that, and he's done those things.
Central Penn coming in again, the third straight year that they have come to the Heights. They're a team, much like Maryland Eastern Shore. They schedule way above their pay grade and come in and expect to pull off the upsets. But what's the message you're preaching to your guys to say, nah, they ain't going to upset us?
Well, every year they have given us a challenge, and so we don't have the luxury to take them for granted. So we'll be prepared, and I'm going to get into them hard and pre-speech, so we'll be prepared.
And the MEAC schedule begins in a couple of days, getting right into the fire there with Morgan State on Wednesday. Hampton's coming to town next Saturday. The most important thing you're looking for the team to work on before the gauntlet really begins?
Well, we're going to take one team at a time, and Morgan State's picked to win our league, and they have a very talented player, and they're the player of the year and the young man, and we just got to go in and just play like we're capable and anything's possible. And we play well up in Baltimore, and then we have an opportunity to come back home to face Hampton University, I think, who's picked second or third in our league. Mm-hmm. And Bethune-Cookman is a team that has done well outside of conference play. So it's going to be a tough conference up and down for us, and we know that we have to come in and play to the best of our ability and give our best effort every night.
All right, Coach. Thanks, and best of luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
Bobby Collins, everybody. Hawks getting ready to take on the Knights. We'll be right back with the starting lineups on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
It's the final days of the Ford year-end sales event. It's the last chance to get our best offer of the year. 0% APR financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit cash back across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Start the new year with a new Ford car, truck, or SUV with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit cash back. This exclusive holiday offer ends January 2nd, 2018, so don't wait. Best-selling based on 2016 sales. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 72 months at $1,389 per month per $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Not available on Ford GT, Fiesta, Focus RS, Mustang GT 350, 350R, F-150 Raptor, or Super Duty. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by January 2nd, 2018. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details.
IT orchestration stories from CDWG. A government agency needed to respond to more constituents with more workers in more places at once. So it turned to CDWG. CDWG orchestrated a mobility strategy featuring Dell Latitude notebooks that kept their people moving and their data safe. Mobility by Dell. IT orchestration by CDWG. Learn more at cdwg.com/Dell. CDWG. People who get it.
We discovered that my daughter was using drugs. We were really at a loss. We'd been told by so many people to kick her out, to use tough love. You can't take a one-size-fits-all approach to substance use disorders. They are all different. You are the only one that knows your child. It's a slow process, and although it hasn't been perfect, she's not using drugs anymore, we're really hopeful. We're all in recovery from this disease.
There's hope and help at drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
We now pause 10 seconds for station identification.
The flagship station for Maryland Eastern Shore basketball is WTGM Salisbury, Delmarva's Fox Sports 960.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Welcome back to the Heights Center. Maryland Eastern Shore getting ready to square off against Central Penn in the final game of the 2017 calendar year. Happy New Year's to everybody out there listening in Hawkland. We're going to bring you the starting lineups right now. First for Bobby Collins and the short-handed Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks. This is the starting five he had in the Drake game, and this has been the de facto starting lineup since Colin Gaynor's injury. Myron Thomas, 6'8" freshman forward from Cleveland, Ohio. coming in 10 points, 6.5 rebounds per game. Had his second career double-double against Drake, 10 points and 10 rebounds. Barely squeaked in, but still counts. Cam Baycoat, 6'3" freshman guard from Hampton, Virginia. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2.5 assists per game. He led the Hawks with 11 points against Drake on last Friday night. Logan McIntosh, the undisputed senior leader, 6'3" guard from Atlanta, Georgia, 10.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists per game. Ahmad Frost, 6-foot sophomore guard from Cincinnati, Ohio, 10 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. And Tyler Jones, a 6'7" sophomore forward from Atlantic City, New Jersey, 9.5 points, 5 rebounds a contest, limited to just 14 minutes of action against Drake due to some ankle problems, but he's back in the starting lineup, appears to be healthy, and he's walking normally, and that's most important to look at, Dave.
Yeah, we'll make sure he can get up and down the floor. Hopefully he's at 100%.
Yes.
That's the most important.
As for the Central Penn Knights, under the direction of second-year head coach David Archer, a powerhouse in the Division II of USCAA. They were a Final Four team last year in that tournament. Joel Zola, 6'4" sophomore guard from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. Dalen Davis, their leading scorer, 6'4" junior guard from Temple Hills, Maryland. 15 points per contest, as well as 5 assists and 5 rebounds. Juwan Goodling, 5'11" freshman guard from Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, I know that was terrible.
That,
yeah, call me Matt Damon. 11 points, 3.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists per game. Randy DuPont, 6-foot sophomore guard from Harlem, New York. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists a game. And Noah Baylor, 6'6" sophomore forward from Frederick, Maryland. 13 points and nearly 10 rebounds per contest. Zola, Davis, Goodling, DuPont, and Baylor for the Knights. The Hawks, Myron Thomas, Baycoat, McIntosh, Frost, and Jones. We're going to step aside one more time. When we come back, basketball action for you. It's the Hawks and the Knights coming up next on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Committed to serving you even better. McCready Health Immediate Care and Imaging Center in Princess Anne. Stop by when you need us and experience our expanded services, including 3D mammography for advanced early detection of breast cancer. Conveniently located next to Food Line in Princess Anne and open 7 days a week from 10 to 8. Most insurance plans are accepted and no appointments are needed at McCready Health Immediate Care and Imaging Center. McCready Health, with you for life.
It's the final days of the Ford year-end sales event. It's the last chance to get our best offer of the year. 0% APR financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit cash back across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Start the new year with a new Ford car, truck, or SUV with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit cash back. This exclusive holiday offer ends January 2nd, 2018, so don't wait. Best-selling based on 2016 sales. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 72 months at $1,389 per month per $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Not available on Ford GT, Fiesta, Focus RS, Mustang GT 350, 350R, F-150 Raptor, or Super Duty. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by January 2nd, 2018. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Coached by David Archer in his second season. He's assisted by Tremaine Hawthorne, Kenny Stone, and Wes Kirkland.
We are back on the shore. The Hawks and the Central Penn Knights getting ready to do battle. And again, your starting lineups for the Hawks: Myron Thomas, Cam Baycoat, Logan McIntosh, Ahmad Frost, and Tyler Jones. For Central Penn, Joel Zola, Dalen Davis, Juwan Goodling, Randy DuPont, and Noah Baylor. This is the third straight year that Central Penn has visited Princess Anne. The Hawks have won both of the previous matchups. In December 2015, it was a 115-86 triumph. And then last year, the Hawks' first win of the season, 87-74. And again, Dave, the Central Penn team's kind of a wild card. Nothing to lose, and with little information about them, we do know they shoot the ball pretty well. They're a 46% shooting team. We do know that they engage in some heavy lifting. This is their 5th Division I game out of 6 that they'll play this year. And we do know that when they face light competition, they're nearly unstoppable. Last year they won 25-9 and went to the Final Four in the USCAA Division II tournament.
And they played pretty good here last year. It was I think, a 10 or 12 point ball game at the final whistle, but anything can happen when you, of course, that's why they play the games, but they play Division I. 5 Division I opponents. That's pretty good. So they played up a little bit, and we all know, just like you said, when they play somebody that's in the same league or the same division, then they're pretty good.
This is true. But the Hawks have also played above their pay grade. Sure. KenPom.com had them at the 14th toughest schedule in all of Division I coming into this one. Only Savannah State had a tougher road in the MEAC, and Savannah State had the 2nd toughest schedule in the nation. But the teams have taken the floor. Eastern Shore in their home white uniforms. They remain untouched since the home game against American U on the 2nd day of this month. Central Penn in the road maroons with orange accents and gray accents as well, as this is very Virginia Tech looking uniforms. Now some concern. It's so cold here at Eastern Shore that the referee passed the ball around to make sure enough air for you guys. And they're like, yeah, we're good. So here we go. Noah Baylor and Meyer and Thomas about to tip off. The final day of 2017. Tip controlled by Central Penn. We are underway from the Heitch. This is the point guard, Juwan Goodling. Now it's top of the circle to Dalen Davis. Back to Goodling on the left wing, perimeter, guarded by Baycoat. Down low left baseline to Noah Baylor. Baylor underneath the basket, reverse layup over TJ, and it's good. Noah Baylor strikes first, and Central Penn takes a 2-0 lead, 20 seconds in. Logan McIntosh running the point for the Hawks. Eastern Shore moving left to right as we see it in the first half. Tyler Jones, top of the circle. Hand off to Ahmad Frost. Free throw line. Zags in. Pull-up jumper. Air ball. It just skims the net, and it's out of bounds. Not the start that Bobby Collins would have wanted from his team.
No, nice move by Baylor down here. But the Baylor's a Maryland guy. Went to North Hagerstown High School.
Yes, he did. Right there in Frederick, where he was born. And went to Hagerstown. Obviously, those are 2 different towns. It was a long break, folks. Goodling hands it off to Baylor, left of center. Now it's Davis on the right wing. Zips it to Goodling. Goodling driving in against Frost. A little float shot, too strong. Clangs into Myron Thomas's hands. And here comes McIntosh in transition. Behind the back dribble. Splits a couple of defenders. Passing down low to Tyler Jones. That porridge too hot. And it tips out of bounds. Another turnover for the Hawks. Central Penn takes over.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a look at you and I can over here and watch and see what kind of pace of the game. The Hawks are putting a little 3/4 court trap on now, so I'm not sure what kind of pace of the game that either team wants at this point.
1 minute in, Central Penn with a 2-0 lead. This is Dalen Davis, steps in, 15-footer on the left wing, clangs, and he gets his own rebound. Second shot blocked by Jones, and here comes Myron Thomas in transition. And he is stripped from behind. This is Joel Zola going the other way, hands it off to Davis. Davis, big step and glides up for the lay-in. Davis leads the team in the 3 games we have stats for. Yes, you heard me right. Almost 15 points per game, and now CPC with a 4-0 lead. A minute and a half in. This is Baycoat. Dribbles around, centers up, 3 balls up and in. Cam Baycoat strikes from downtown. And the Hawks break up the shutout. 4-3 Central Penn. 2 minutes gone by. And there's a turnover forced. Ahmad Frost thumping Randy DuPont as he crosses into the front court, and DuPont
stopped with the ball right at half court and got himself double teamed. The Hawks with a steal.
There's that trap for you. It works for the first time. McIntosh dribbles to the right wing. Now zings it for Baycoat. Baycoat left side of the paint. attacks the glass, and it's up and in. Cam Baycoat, 5 straight points, and he gives Eastern Shore a 5-4 lead. 17 and change to play in the first half. Rainbow to Joel Zola. Zola from the right wing, clangs off the 3 ball. A rebound for Myron Thomas, and here comes McIntosh. McIntosh free throw line, overhand pass to Baycoat, and he travels. Yep. Well, that could have been a two-fold turnover there, Dave. I wasn't so sure Cam didn't step on the line himself. So either if he steps out of bounds or travels, either way, it's a turnover.
Yeah, that's correct. We always tell our viewers that this is going to be an up and down pace game because
you don't say.
Central Penn only let about 6 seconds off the shot clock before they burped it up.
Do I hear the sounds of da-da-da-da-da-da-da? I think I do. Zola, right baseline out of Baylor, about 18 feet out, hands it back off for Goodling in the backcourt. Goodling sitting on the clock right now as a lob to DuPont, the free throw line. DuPont zips it on the floor to Goodling. Back to Goodling, misses an air ball, 3-point attempt from the right wing, and McIntosh with the rebound. Zips it for Frost. Frost for 3. Langs it short. Rebound tipped out. McIntosh controls. Fresh 30 for the Hawks. Myron Thomas now Baycoat. Left corner. He spots up from 3. Missed it short. Rebound. There's a foul on Maryland Eastern Shore on the rebound attempt. Looks like they'll get Tyler Jones for the push. And a 30-second timeout taken already by David Archer for Central Penn. 17:04 to play in this first half. We'll stick with you as Maryland Eastern Shore leads 5-4 over the Central Penn Knights. Well, we'll give you some more information about Central Penn. It's a school of 1,400 in Somerdale, Pennsylvania, founded in 1881. David Archer is in his 2nd season at the helm, assisted by Tremaine Hawthorne, Kenny Stone, and Wes Kirkland. Archer inherited the job from Dave Baker in the 2016 off-season. Central Penn went to the national championship game in USCAA Division II that year.
Dave Baker is now the athletic director at Central Penn.
Timeout's over. Central Penn takes over, moving right to left as we see it. DuPont zigzags across the big maroon M. Now it's Dalis, a give and go with DuPont. And DuPont body checked left side of the paint by Baycoat. They'll pick up Cam for the foul. Second foul against Maryland Eastern Shore. And Central Penn to inbound from underneath their own basket. This is Zola. What is going on now? Something has happened. Was that a warning of some kind?
I don't know. I was looking already. You and I were both looking at him and saw.
Well, we'll find out at some point. Ball's inbound. Goodling top of the circle. Zips it into the left corner for DuPont. DuPont back out for Goodling. Goodling. Chris pass Zola right sideline, right in front of the Hawk bench. Zola driving in against Jones. Little teardrop up and in. Joel Zola with a burst of speed, and Central Penn takes the lead again at 6-5. 16.5 to play in the first half. Baycoat up court. The defense chant you're hearing is from the Central Penn bench itself. Now this is Myron Thomas, spots up and banks home the 3 from the right wing. It's a Sunday and a holiday, but the bank remains open for Myron Thomas.
You're right.
He's just that good, folks. 8-6 Shore. And this is Zola driving in, left baseline, blocking foul down low by Tyler Jones. He didn't set his feet, and that's foul number 2 on Jones.
Tyler Jones.
Obviously, we cannot afford to be in foul trouble.
Not at all. So Leandre Thomas will get some action early off the bench. Zola went to Greencastle Antrim High School in Pennsylvania as he rattles out his first free throw. Leandre in, TJ out. And Zola originally from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, country formerly known as Zaire.
Zaire. He's a long way from home.
Quite a bit. Of course, most famous athletic event to happen in Zaire, Rumble in the Jungle, 1974, I believe. Muhammad Ali rope-a-doping against George Foreman, and eventually tiring out the big man to win back the heavyweight crown. And he rattles home his second free throw, so it's now 8-7 Eastern Shore. But they leave Baycoat wide open from the right corner, and he buries the tray.
Yeah, he's going to make those if he's that open.
This could be another game like the Valley Forge game where Baycoat had 28. Now quickly, Joel Zola, left wing, 15-foot jumpers up and good. 11-9. Eastern Shore in the lead as Ahmad Frost fouled as he travails himself up court. And that'll bring us into our first media timeout. 15:53 to play in the first half. Your score: Eastern Shore 11, Central Penn 9 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Lower Shore Immediate Care. Quality care close to you. Open 7 days a week. Just a short drive to Princess Anne, located next to Caesar's Pizza. No appointment necessary. Be seen promptly. Quality care by caring professionals Jack Bird, Kevin Mull, and Megan East. Locally owned by your neighbors. Visit lowershoreimmediatecare.com and remember to like them on Facebook, providing top-notch care for the Lower Shore and beyond. Lower Shore Immediate Care.
Chop Tank Electric Cooperative is sponsoring 5 high school juniors to attend the 2018 Electric Cooperative Youth Tour, an action-filled week providing you the opportunity to learn firsthand what it's like to be involved in politics, community service, and today's pressing energy issues. Learn about your electric co-op's business model, U.S. government, and experience history up close visiting national monuments, museums, and spending a day on Capitol Hill. Applicants must be members of Chop Tank Electric Co-op, and application deadline is January 31st. Visit our website at choptankelectric.coop today.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Welcome back to the Heitch Center. Hawks lead the Knights 11-9, 15:53 to play in the first half, and 8 of those points for the Shore on the shoulders of Cam Baycoat. Already 3 for 4 shooting with a couple of trays. And Dave, this could be very similar to his Valley Forge game where he had 28 points, including 6 3-pointers. They couldn't guard him and left open. He's going to make an open shot.
Yeah, if they leave him as open as he was on the last time, then he's going to score a lot of points.
That's for darn sure. Hawk basketballs, they bring it up court. This is McIntosh traveling right to left on the perimeter. Myron Thomas back out to McIntosh with 12 to shoot, and they leave Baycoat open on the right corner. Defense closes fast, and Baycoat's overhand pass swatted out of bounds by Noah Baylor. 10 to shoot for the Hawks as they inbound and end the first wave of subs for Central Penn.
They left
John
Baycoat
Blank.
open again. You know, that left him open again on the deep corner.
John Blank, freshman from Hillside, New Jersey. And who else was that who came in? We'll find out in a moment. Myron Thomas back up to Frost. Frost left open straight away for 3. Bangs it short. Rebound for Justin Kellman. He's the other one, a freshman from Reading, Pennsylvania. Up court with it is Goodling. Goodling zigzagging in and out. Lobs it for DuPont on the right corner. Now it's back out to Goodling. Long straightaway 3. Missed it. And a rebound for Leandre Thomas. As McIntosh serpentining up court. It's back out to McIntosh. McIntosh, float pass, left corner. He's bumped on the pass attempt. And they'll get Juwan Goodling for throwing the errant shoulder.
Logan definitely has the motor running today. Full court, full speed.
Well, he's got the tank fully charged. And he likes to run. Transition is his strong point. Lob is into Ahmad Frost. Frost from the edge, the big M in center court. And this is McIntosh now on the right wing, back out for Baycoat. 3-point guard setup for the Hawks. 10 to shoot now is to McIntosh in the right wing. McIntosh splits a couple defenders, falls down, kicks it literally almost out to Frost. Frost has it stripped by Joel Zola, and Zola on the floor with it, calls timeout. Still 11-9 Hawks, 14:52 to play in this first half. We'll stay with you. And early on, that's 2 timeouts taken by Central Penn.
I know. Also, Central Penn did switch defenses, went to a 2-3 zone, and the Hawks kind of slowed down a little bit. Shot clock running out, and then lost control of the basketball on the drive by Logan.
Timeout's over. Eastern Shore takes the floor again. Starters plus Leandre Thomas on the floor for the Hawks. They'll get back on defense as Central Penn will try and tie with a 2, take a lead with a 3. John Blanc to inbound, right in front of the Central Penn bench and David Archer.
Yeah, and the Hawks in a 2-3 zone now.
Yes, they are. Syracuse style. Gooding up court with it. The Bostonian zips it to Zola on the right sideline. Now into the right corner for DuPont. Down low. Double teamed is Kellman. Kellman stripped by Leandre Thomas. Nice interception by the big man. And here comes Logan McIntosh the other way. Left to right, he crosses into the front court. Whistle away from the basketball as Myron Thomas got tangled up with John Blanc. And Blanc is called for the infraction. Noah Baylor subs back in as Blanc takes his seat. McIntosh to inbound, 24 to shoot. 14:32 to play in this first half. Hawks trying to boost it to a two-possession game. The inbound is Leandre Thomas, and Thomas takes the extra step. Tried to make the spin move, but never got off the ground.
And all three referees made the call.
Yes, they did. All three of them. Kenneth Clark, Duke Edsel, and Dante Carter.
Yeah, that's a good crew here today.
There's a name for you, Duke Edsel.
Yeah,
I want that name.
He's been refereeing a long time. You should know that name. His brother used to be a Maryland football coach.
Yes, he does. Yes. Inside for Justin Kelman. Kelman from the cylinder is bumped down low. Myron Thomas got in his face. That puts him on the free throw line. So Justin Kelman from Reading High School in Pennsylvania. Great minor league town. That AA team's been affiliated with Philadelphia for 50-plus years now. First free throw, rims in and out for Kelman, who shoots 75% from the line. Sean Hoggs coming back into the game, or not back into the game, into the game for the first time. Walk-on from New Jersey. Myron Thomas takes a seat. Second free throw for Kelman, upcoming. And the lefty's shot up and in, nothing but net. 11-10 Eastern Shore, 14 and change to play before halftime. Frost quickly up court with it. Overhand pass to Leandre Thomas, who hands off to McIntosh as the offense resets. Now it's Frost around the horn to McIntosh right wing. Guarded closely by Dalen Davis, who came back in at the last break. And now an offensive foul as Leandre Thomas with a moving screen. Davis hits the deck. Already the fifth team foul against Maryland Eastern Shore. Dave, we've had more fouls than we have field goals in the first 6 minutes of this one.
And Thomas looked pretty good setting an offensive line job.
Dupont up court with it, up the right wing. He crosses into the front court, right to left. Moves Central Penn, guarded closely by Frost. Now it's Davis right in front of the Hawk bench. Back out to Kelman. McIntosh nearly with a steal. Straight away, zips it to Dupont on the left wing. Dupont step back and an offensive foul going the other way as they'll get Dupont for the push-off on Frost.
Trading fouls here.
Yes.
Early in the ball game, 13-46.
Quite physical game.
First half.
Still 11-10 Eastern Shore. 13:40 to play in half number one. Baycoat, Hoggs, and McIntosh, the offense in motion. McIntosh, scoop pass for Baycoat. Baycoat top of the circle and head off to Hoggs. Hoggs driving in left elbow. Jump pass, adjusts midair and lays it up and in. Sean Hoggs gets the hops on him that time, and it's now 13-10 Eastern Shore.
Yeah, the left-hander from the left side.
There's Baylor, left baseline, driving against Leandre. Hoggs come over to cut him off, and now they work it around the horn to Dupont. His three from the right wing rattles in and out. Rebound by Baylor, puts it back up and in, and one. Noah Baylor asserting his dominance down low. They'll get Leandre Thomas for his second foul, and Dave, that's already two big men with two fouls for the Hawks.
And we stated earlier, we cannot afford foul trouble
Not at all. That's Tyler Jones with two, and now Leandre Thomas with two, as Baylor's got a chance for a three-point play. Just a 36% free throw shooter. That number will go up as he hits this one.
Nothing but net on that one.
13-13 with 13 minutes to play. Make a wish, everybody. Frost, right baseline, jump past Hoggs. Now zips it in the left corner. Baycoat for three. Got it! Cam Baycoat. The extra pass from Hoggs. Baycoat's already got 11. 16-13 Hawks. Under 13 to play in the first half. This is Davis in the left wing. Lobs it for Dupont on the right wing. Now zips into the right corner for Baylor. Back out to Davis. Davis dekes on Frost. They both go tumbling. No foul call. Baylor gets the offensive rebound on the short shot. Now Central Penn resets. They get the instructions from David Archer, the Elizabethtown native. Here's Davis. Davis working against Frost. Screen set, and an offensive foul again as they'll get Joel Zola for the moving screen.
And they're all correct. The guys in stripes are coming. You can't be moving to set that screen.
Officials are not messing around. Neither is David Archer. He just took off his tie and flung it to the ground. All he had to throw on the ground, his yellow tie. Now he's working tieless. McIntosh to Frost. You know it's serious if he goes Tylus. McIntosh, backcourt, driving in, scoop pass down low. Leandre Thomas up and in. Beautiful move. McIntosh distributes to Leandre. 18-13 Hawks. And now a blocking foul on the drive by Gooding. They'll get Hoggs for the infraction, and that's foul number 7 already for Eastern Shore. I'll get your popcorn ready, folks. We're going to be here a while. The Hawks with 7 fouls in the first 8 minutes.
Yep. We're shooting free throws. 1-1 the rest of the first half for Central Penn. And the Central Penn has 5 fouls.
Oh, boy. 1-1 for number 1 and 1. Juwan Gooding from Boston, Massachusetts. 11 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds a game. First shot up and lays it short. Rebound for Baycoat as Central Penn can't take advantage. This is Frost trotting up court. Have immediate timeout at the next whistle. Baycoat. Now Frost from the Hawk logo. Now it's McIntosh left sideline. McIntosh screen set by Leandre. No whistle. McIntosh bumped at the free throw line. There's the foul called. They'll get Ryan Lawrence, who came into the game at the last opportunity. We missed him, but the freshman from Lakewood, New Jersey commits the foul, and that takes us into a timeout. 11:47 to play in the first half. Eastern Shore leading CPC 18-13 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hossa Restaurant on the bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
Hello, I'm your waiter Serge. Would you like to hear the specials? Do they include any wings, hot and cold sandwiches, and Smith Island cake? No, you'll have to go to M Street Grill for that. All right, see ya. Here you go, man. Hawks fans, you want to sink your teeth into great food and watch the game, right? Make M Street Grill your new home. It's a sports bar and restaurant conceived by hospitality and tourism management program students and owned by a Hawk alumni. M Street Grill in the Princess Anne University Village, 410-621-5040.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back in Princess Anne, Eastern Shore 18, Central Penn 13, 11:47 to play in the first half. Will DeBoer with you alongside Dave Bird. Going to be a long afternoon here, already 13 combined fouls, and we haven't even played half of basketball.
I know. We haven't seen that in a long time.
Cam Baycoat flings in the inbound. He's got 11 points already. Now gets the pass from McIntosh left corner. He's double teamed. Lobs it back out for McIntosh. Now to Frost. Back to Lowe on the left channel. Now Baycoat working inside Myron Thomas left baseline with 8 to shoot. He's got 3 Knights around him. Now they work to McIntosh. Frost, right wing, spots up for 3. Bang! Ahmad Frost from the right wing with 3 to shoot. 21-13. Hawks with their largest lead of the contest. 11:20 to play in the first half.
The Hawks are 5 from 8 from three-point land.
That'll do. Gooding, guarded by Frost, screen set as he moves to the right wing, zips it into the right corner. DuPont's 3, skims off the back iron. Rebound for Hoggs, and Hoggs tackled to the floor and helped up immediately by Ryan Lawrence. Just some hard-nosed basketball as Hoggs push it in transition, and that's the 7th team foul for Central Penn, which means Sean's going to get some free throws. Just his second trip to the line all season. He's not really a volume free throw shooter. Hoggs 1 for 3 in his previous trips to the line. Walk-on freshman from Lawrenceville, New Jersey. First shot up and good. He had his breakout game against the non-Division I Valley Forge on the opener. 23 points off the bench. Struggled to score since as defenses figured him out. John Blanc back into the game for Central Penn, as that was the second foul on Juwan Gooding. And Hoggs working hard. Second free throw up and rattles in. 2 for 2 from the line, and the Hawks stretch the lead to double digits. 23-13 Shore, 11 even to play in half number 1. Into the right corner, this is Davis. Now it's into Baylor's hands. Baylor works it down low. Blanc posting up against McIntosh, and now his pass floated up, intercepted by Frost. 2-on-1. A lob to Baycoat, and an off the backboard alley-oop. Myron Thomas finishes. Oh, the old razzle-dazzle on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Baycoat to Myron, 25-13 Hawks. Give and go down low to John Blanc. Zips it back out for DuPont. Spots up his three from the left wing short. Rebound for Baycoat. And here comes McIntosh. Low turning on the Jets. His pass to Frost off of a Central Penn knee, and it's staying on the Hawk end.
Yeah, and Logan continued to push the ball up the floor, getting us some wide open shots both sides. The Hawks are shooting about 70% now for the first half.
That'll do.
We'll take that all the time.
Eastern Shore, they had a chance for some practice fireworks right there. Frost to Baycoat to Thomas for the finish. Hoggs has it on the right wing. Now it's McIntosh right corner, and a whistle on the right post as Myron Thomas got tangled up with Justin Kelman, and more free throws coming up. Myron Thomas put on the line, the 8th foul for Central Penn. Myron at the stripe, he's a 76% foul shooter. He's done much better as the season's gone on here. First shot up and good. Myron's also had his rebounds last couple of games, Dave, 9, 10, and 10, as he is starting to eat up on the glass.
He's looking. It looks to me like he's getting comfortable playing.
Second free throw up, and he misses it. Back iron, rebound, falls down to Kelman, who committed the foul. So now 26-13 Hawks. About halfway through the first half. Now as the Euro step down low for Davis from the right baseline, lays it up and in. Dalen Davis makes an 11-point Hawk lead, 26-15 Eastern Shore. 10 even to play before halftime. McIntosh with the offense in motion. Zips it for Frost on the right wing. Frost driving against Davis. Free throw line, spots up. Back iron, misses. Rebound, ripped away by Kelman. Frost tried to swoop in there for the board, could not rip it away. This is Davis moving right to left for Central Penn. Davis into the left corner for Zola. Zola back out for Lawrence, and a travel by Lawrence as he took the extra step to get the open look, and you can't do that. Ahmad Frost out, and Michael Odiana into the game for the first time. The walk-on freshman from Dracut, Massachusetts. Odiana, 16 minutes per game in his last two. He was the last man off the bench, but Bobby Collins likes his effort, and he's been getting much more playing time as of late. And why not?
Why not? That's what I was thinking. Like I said, you work hard, you get to play.
Myron Thomas fouled on the free throw line by Kelman. Or no, it's the offensive foul by Myron Thomas. He threw the elbow. Or was it?
No, they're calling it. It's not even on Thomas.
No, it was.
Baycoat's on the line.
It was on Ryan Lawrence. Oh, boy, I thought they could have gotten Myron for an errant elbow to Kelman's head. Instead, the foul's away from the ball, and it puts Cam Baycoat on the line. First shot up and rolls home for Cam. 27-15 Hawks. 12 points already for Baycoat. We could be seeing the makings of another career game for him. Already, Central Penn has committed a foul 9 times this half. And Baycoat's second free throw up and in. 28-15. Eastern Shore leading, and Cam Baycoat almost outscoring Central Penn by himself.
9 fouls are I'm not a math major, but that's 1 foul a minute.
Gooding into the front court, zigzagging around Hoggs. A handoff now to Davis. Davis stops and fakes, and Odiana comes up with a strip. Cam Baycoat brings it up court. Nice scrappy defense by Michael Odiana. And another foul down, this time offensive, as Myron Thomas gets tangled up by Noah Baylor, and this time he is, in fact, called for an elbow.
Yes. The Hawks don't need to foul. They just need to go ahead and play.
No, they do not. Nobody needs to foul. There have been 17 fouls already in this game. Looks like it's number 2 on Myron. 9:12 to play in the first half. And both teams approaching the double bonus. Thomas takes a seat. Ahmad Frost back into the game. Personnel for the Hawks. Hoggs, Odiana, McIntosh, Baycoat, and Frost. The ultra-small lineup, the tallest on the floor for Eastern Shore, 6'3". This is Bar Sigay, the Israeli freshman for Central Penn. He's intercepted by Frost. Frost, open layup in. Ahmad with a scoop in the score in the backcourt. 30-15 Hawks, under 9 to play before halftime. Now this is Warren a handout to Sigay, and Sigay from the middle of the cylinder. Bar Sigay with his first points of the contest. It's now 30-17 Eastern Shore. And off Baycoat. Baycoat zooms in, and a blocking foul down low by Noah Baylor as the elevation for Baycoat. He's going back to the stripe. For Baylor, his first foul, and the 10th already for Central Penn.
And now we're shooting 2 foul shots on every foul.
Well, this would have been a 2-shot foul anyway for Baycoat, but Cam made both of them moments ago. First shot up and good. Well, it'll be free throw practice for Maryland Eastern Shore, who comes in at just 68%. That's 10th in the MEAC. Najee Fitzgerald about to sub in, wearing the number 24 jersey. Baycoat's second shot up and good, so 2 more for Cam. Baycoat takes a seat with 15 first-half points, and Najee Fitzgerald into the game. 32-17 Hawks, 8:35 to play in half number 1. And Eastern Shore will shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way. DuPont, now it's to Warren, left sideline for Zola. They work it down low for Baylor, stripped by Frost, out of bounds. It'll stay on Central Penn's end. Last touch by White, and more reaching hands in there for Ahmad Frost. Nice defense.
Yeah, he's got his hands on the last 3 balls, up and down the floor. Frost.
Warren inbounds, and Hodges gets a fingertip on it. Closing fast on the pass to DuPont, so Central Penn will have to inbound again. And that enigma Warren flings it inside, back to Warren, right baseline, give and go down low with DuPont. DuPont up and in, and 1. Randy DuPont with a size advantage over Michael Odiana. Odiana doing, Fitzgerald rather. And all Najee could do commits the foul. Baylor with a chance for a 3-point play.
And Baylor, the biggest guy on the floor now.
At 6'6". Old school tall. I'm talking, dark ages tall. 6'6".
6'6". Wide body.
Tall in every other profession except for this one.
True.
So Baylor is shot up and rattles home. Noah Baylor with 8 first-half points. It's now 32-20 Eastern Shore. 8 and change to play in the first half. We're coming up on another media timeout. Hoggs, Frost, and McIntosh, the offense in motion. McIntosh, stutter step at the free throw line, drops it back for Frost. Ahmad driving in left side of the paint, falling away, teardrop off the glass, missed it short, rebound for Baylor. And a double team in the backcourt. Now Central Penn with open space across the timeline into the attacking end. Warren, did he move his feet? He did not. This is Zola now on the right sideline. Crossover dribble, right corner for Zola. Now down low for Baylor. Back out to Warren. Warren spots up for 3. Skims it long. Rebound for Frost, and Frost fouled on the rebound attempt. Randy DuPont reaches in and gets body. So Sean Hoggs will have 2 free throws when we come back. 7:40 to play in half number 1. Eastern Shore 32, Central Penn 20 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the lower shore is the Henson, located in the heart of Princess Anne on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, reunions, meetings, and relaxing getaways. Check into the Henson and we'll take care of the rest. Book online at umes.edu/Henson.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life, because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back at the Heights, 32-20 Hawks, 7:40 to play in the first half. quick snapshot. It's Cam Baycoat's day so far. 15 points in 12 minutes to lead Maryland Eastern Shore. He's missed just one shot all afternoon. League score for Central Penn's Noah Baylor with 8 points down low. He hasn't missed a shot either. Sean Hoggs at the free throw line right now. He was fouled on a defensive rebound attempt before the break. Hoggs stepping up to the line. He had his first career start in the last road trip for the Hawks at Iowa State, part of Bobby Collins' lineup shake-up. First free throw by the lefty, up and good. Eastern Shore, not a bad day from the line so far, 8 of 9 from the charity stripe.
They're shooting lights out of it from everywhere on the floor.
Gerald Edwards into the game for Central Penn, junior from Harrisburg, PA. Dalen Davis also back into the contest. Second shot up and rattles home for Hogs. 34-20. Shore leads, 7:40 to play in the first half. Hawks bringing a bit of a full court press. Now they drop back into the half court as Warren turns on the Jets. Hand off back to Zola. Zola spin move left elbow, goes up with the left hand, and it rattles out. Rebound Hoggs, and Hoggs fouled again on the rebound attempt. How about Sean Hoggs? 6 foot nothing, and he's able to create chaos down low.
And left-handed.
For
he
Zola,
could have a career day too.
Yes, he is. Perhaps.
He's headed that way.
His career day is 23 points against Valley Forge. Second foul against Zola as we'll just make it easier. We'll say everybody has 2 fouls. First shot by Hoggs, up and rolls home. We might have to have a mulligan at the halftime meetings here. Just knock everybody down a foul. Otherwise, there's going to be nobody left by the end of this game. You still got eligibility?
Yeah, I can play.
All right. And we'll put you at point then.
Do that. I can do that.
Hoggs push the second free throw to the right. Rebound for Baylor. So now 35-20 Hawks. 7.5 to play before the break. This is Warren serpentining up court. His pass intercepted by Frost in the paint. Frost leading pass for McIntosh, right channel. McIntosh jump pass Hoggs, left corner for 3. He's blocked by Baylor on the perimeter, and a rebound falls to Warren. And off to Davis, as Davis takes it up the right sideline, sprints across Hoggs, and now they leave Edwards wide open right wing. He misses a 3. Rebound for McIntosh, behind the back dribble. Back up for Hoggs. Hoggs falling out of bounds, out to Baycoat. Right wing, he passes to Frost, left side of the paint. Teardrop, front iron. Rebound for Kelman. Kelman back to Warren as Warren crosses into the front court. The Enigma. More on him later. Possibly. Baylor, right baseline, spin move against Najee Fitzgerald. Pass down low for Kelman. Kelman works off Frost, and a late whistle as Kelman goes up for the bunny hop. Missed the shot, but a foul by Najee Fitzgerald puts him on the line.
The Hawks got a great lineup for getting up and down the floor, but it's a very small lineup on the floor for the Hawks.
Second foul against Najee Fitzgerald, and Kelman to the line once again. 2 subs due in for Central Penn, as David Archer basically just throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Eastern Shore, hoping something sticks. Of course, why he would think a kitchen sink would stick, I don't know. It's not very sticky. The subs, Randy DuPont and Juwan Gooding. Luscious locks and all. Second free throw coming up for Kelman. Size advantage for Central Penn for the moment. And this free throw, nothing but net. 35-21, a high-scoring first half, if it's a football game at least. 6:30 to play before the break. And they get McIntosh for a palm. He carries the basketball, and the Hawks turn it over for the 7th time this afternoon. Very quickly, Central Penn already into the front court with it. This is Gooding. Circles up, drops it back for Davis. Davis crossover against Hoggs. Zips it one-handed for Baylor on the right wing. They work inside for Kelman, and they'll ding Ahmad Frost for basically tackling him in the paint. Trying to hang on in his shoulders. If you're just joining us, we still could be in for a long first half. It has been a long first half. Both teams well into the double bonus.
Early.
10 fouls plus for both with 6:19 to play before halftime. Kelman, lefty, assaults the rim, but the shot doesn't go down. Small lineup for the Hawks. Hoggs, Fitzgerald, Baycoat, Frost, and McIntosh. And really it's just a matter of between Baycoat and McIntosh who's got a taller haircut as to who's going to be the 5.
Yeah.
For the moment it's Baycoat. McIntosh sort of has the fade shaved look. Second shot up and good for Kelman. 35-22 Eastern Shore, 6:19 to play. Reggie Bush in the first half. McIntosh facing a full court press from Central Penn. He zooms around a triple team jump past Baycoat right corner. The defense closes fast. Now McIntosh and Frost fakes a pass, drives in, left elbow, drops it back for Hogs, crossover dribble, zings it to the right corner. Baycoat steps around, spots up from three, short, rebound for Kelman. Eastern Shore's gotten a bit cold from the floor as of late. Now a rainbow pass up towards Baylor is out of the back of the end zone, and Central Penn turns it over frantically.
And Central Penn putting on a full court press now in the last 6 minutes of the first half.
Well, why not?
Why not? Central Penn's already played 12 players too, by the way.
Emptying the chamber, if you will. Using all their players, and even some we didn't even know about. Hogs falling out of bounds. A pass back to Baycoat. Baycoat sets up the half-court offense as the point man. 5:40 to play before the break. McIntosh now on the left sideline. Low, calling out for Najee to stand somewhere. Screen set. McIntosh threads the needle. His layup short, but a rebound and a putback by McIntosh himself. He gets his own rebound and puts it in. 37-22 Eastern Shore. 5:20 to play in half number one. Gooding on the left wing. Now it's DuPont around the horn to Davis. Davis with the Hogs guarding. Floats it back for Gooding. Gooding left wing. Rainbow pass tipped out of bounds by Frost right to Bobby Collins. I'm sure Bobby instinctively nearly passed it up in transition, thinking, why aren't you guys running? Oh.
Also, Frost has got his hands on a lot of balls. That lob pass across court is not going to get there for Central Penn.
Well, he's the lockdown defender, Dave.
Yes,
I mean, remember last time we were home, he shut down American University star player. He's the heir apparent to Thomas Rivera, if you will, as this three from straight away rims out for Davis. Rebound pinballs to Frost, and here comes McIntosh zooming up court. McIntosh left side of the paint. He's blocked on a layup attempt by Noah Baylor, who got all ball that time.
He got a lot of ball that time. About halfway across the Heights Center, that ball went.
Kills it like a volleyball player.
That's a good analogy, because that looked like a volleyball spot.
It did. Boy, volleyball had a good year for the Hawks, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Undefeated regular season MEAC champs. Yep. And returning a couple of stars for next year. Frost gets the inbound. Rainbow to Hogs. Barely gets it. No look inside for Fitzgerald. Back out to Baycoat. Straight away for three. In and out. Rebound for Zola. Here comes Central Penn, right sideline. This is DuPont. A handoff to Gooding. Now baseline for Davis. Double teamed. Tiptoeing near the line. And he dribbles it off his own body. Tough defense. Hogs and Frost sandwiching him.
Yeah, man for man, the Hawks are, I believe, better. They just got to be a little bit patient, not foul, take the ball to the basket, and they're going to win.
Yeah, Baycoat had a good look his last time around, just couldn't connect.
Great look.
And if you're Eastern Shore, you got to avoid the cold spells that doomed you on the road in December. Late in the first half was really when things started to fall apart in all those Power 5 schools. Now they work to McIntosh, left corner for three. Got it. Well, he's not cold from there. Logan McIntosh from deep. 40-22 Hawks. Coming up on our last media timeout, under 4 to play in the first half. Davis, right corner. This is Gooding. His three, nothing but net. Right in front of Zeke Jones on the bench there for Eastern Shore.
That was a deep three from the corner.
Yes, it was. 40-25 Eastern Shore. 3:45 to play before the break. This is Hogs left sideline right in front of David Archer. Now Frost around the horn to McIntosh, right wing. Low, calling out for Fitzgerald. Screen set. Now it's Hogs. Thought about the straightaway deep three. Instead, back to McIntosh. Threads a pass down low for Fitzgerald. Free throw line. He is stripped. And here comes Gooding the other way. Gooding rams right into Sean Hogs, and he'll get Hogs for the blocking foul. As well, that's in a game of foul calls, Dave. That's an obvious foul call right there. Yeah. On somebody. Somebody did something wrong that time.
Two people were on the ground. I think the Central Penn player was hoping for a whistle. He got it.
Final media timeout of the half. Hawks lead CPC 40-25. 3:26 to play in the first on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Celebrate the holiday season in Somerset County with unique events for the entire family. Shop local for special holiday incentives and a wide selection of gift items. Ring in the new year in downtown Princess Anne with the annual Midnight Muskrat Dive December 31st. Marshall P. Muskrat invites you to experience the fun with live music, contests, food, and spirits. Downtown merchants and vendors will be open late. Check out visitsomerset.com for more information. Somerset County, a great place to celebrate.
If you're looking for some good old-fashioned fun with a new twist, Southbound Alley in Salisbury is the place to be. With delicious food and drink specials, 20 lanes of bowling, and the best arcade and billiards room in town, Southbound Alley is a great place to bring the whole family. Southbound Alley has private rooms ready for your next event, holidays, birthdays, business outings, and more. Located in Salisbury on southbound Route 13 across from Fruitland Walmart. Call for details or like us on Facebook. Southbound Alley in Salisbury is the place to be.
Back in Princess Anne, Maryland Eastern Shore 40, Central Penn College 25, 3:26 to play in the first half. Hawks starting to pull away now. And this just in, Dave, we have a name. It's Mike Warren.
We got it.
Schools like Central Penn every now and then will add players to their roster at the last minute. Basically, guys they picked up saying, hey, you want to play? All right, here's an open uniform. We had just the last name, Warren. We were going to make things up and say his name was Zevon, but no, he's not with us anymore, unfortunately, as the first free throw pushed to the left by Jawan Gooding. Gooding at the line for CPC. Mike Warren is his name, and that's all we have for you. He wears number 23, and his first name is Mike. We could have guessed that. Second one up and good for Gooding. 40-26 Eastern Shore. 3.5 to play before halftime. Baycoat, now McIntosh, as they beat the mini press from Central Penn. Lobs into the right corner for Frost. Rainbow cross court to Baycoat, tipped out of bounds by Gooding. That was a long and dangerous pass, and Eastern Shore lucky not to turn it over that time. 18 to shoot as Baycoat will inbound. What you hear right now is David Archer calling out the instructions.
Yeah, he's into it.
He is. Lost his tie to show for it. Frost, deep in the backcourt, works it to McIntosh in the right wing. Screen set by Fitzgerald. Step back, McIntosh for three. Pushed it strong. Rebound Odiana at the free throw line, and Mikey dribbles out. Fresh 30 for the Hawks with under 3 to play in the half. They work it to Odiana left corner. Rainbow to Frost. Fakes a pass. Now zips it inside for McIntosh. Falling away. This is Frost. Left wing three. Rattles out. Rebound for Baylor. That was Fitzgerald in the pass, not McIntosh. Up with it is Central Penn. This is DuPont. Stutter step against Odiana. No look pass to Davis in the right corner. Guarded by Frost. Frost gets a hand on it, but Baylor controls. Double team. Frost reaches in and commits the foul. Yeah. And maybe a record, Dave. I think we went a whole minute and a half without a foul.
The Hawks did a great job on the double team, Will, but then they're reaching in. You're not trying to steal the ball on a double team. You're trying to force a bad pass, and then your teammate will steal it.
Second foul against Frost, and that puts Baylor back on the line. He's been the bright spot for Central Penn. First free throw rattles home. He's got 9 points and 5 rebounds already. A Dolly Parton special with 9 and 5. Oh. Cam Baycoat, the leading scorer for the Hawks, 15 points. Second shot up and good for Baylor, who has not missed yet, floor or otherwise. He's got 10. 40-28, Shore. 2.5 to play before the break. McIntosh, Frost, they try and get it across the timeline. It's Fitzgerald falling away to Odiana. Michael, jump pass for Baycoat, right corner. Cam, Davis closing fast on. Now Odiana back out to McIntosh. Lowe sits on it with 11 to shoot. Now it's Odiana from the right wing. Tries to thread inside to Fitzgerald. Too many maroon bodies, and they'll get Joel Zola for a double dribble. Turnover to turnover. Ping-ponging away on the stat sheet.
He stole the ball with a dribble, put his hand in and dribbled it, then he grabbed it again and took off again.
And you can't do that. Hogs back into the game for Eastern Shore as Odiana takes a seat. And Mike Warren in for the Knights. This is Baycoat, right corner, steps around, spots up from 3, missed it short, rebound for Baylor. Baycoat's got a bit cold now. Leading pass for DuPont in the front court. DuPont works against Hoggs. Teardrop, short, front iron, rebound tipped around twice. Third chance down low for Zola, and now a fourth chance, fifth chance. Zola missed it short. Somebody get the board. It's Frost for the Hawks. Frost in transition, chased into the right corner, back out for Baycoat. And now McIntosh restore some order to the offense. Coming up on 100 seconds to play. Now they zip it for Frost. His right corner 3. Bang! Ahmad Frost from long range. He's got 8 in the first half. 43-28 Hawks. A minute and a half to go. And Najee Fitzgerald commits the reach-in foul on the right elbow. Too much body on Noah Baylor. Third foul against Fitzgerald. He's got the most of anybody for Eastern Shore. Well, Ahmad Frost also has 3 fouls. Hoggs with 2. Myron and Leandre Thomas each with 2. This could be a long half in the second half for Eastern Shore as Baylor rattles home his first free throw. We'll see Montrez Oliver for the first time. Last man off the bench for the Hawks today. The redshirt freshman, from right here in Princess Anne, Washington High.
Yes, he's going to get a chance to play today if we keep fouling.
He was a star in high school, probably a star in the Governor's Challenge, which just completed here yesterday, as the second free throw for Baylor is good. 43-30 Eastern Shore. Justin Kelman back into the game for Central Penn. But yes, the Governor's Challenge. All hands on deck this entire region, the largest high school tournament in the state. McIntosh, teardrop, floater from the free throw line is in. Bullseye for Lowe. 45-30 Hawks. A minute 15 to play in the half. Zola working inside. Kelman around 3 defenders. Goes up with the left hand. It's in.
Both teams can get up and down the floor. I think the Hawks can just outscore them if we get it. We just go ahead and play.
Bobby Collins did not like his defense on that last bucket by Kelman, so he takes a 30-second timeout with a minute 4 to play before halftime. Hawks 45, Knights 32. Foul-wise, we'll get you the snapshot. 13 fouls for Central Penn, 14 for the Hawks. Hope you didn't have any of the early dinner plans, Dave. We're going to be here for a while.
Well, I do have dinner plans, so don't be telling me those.
Well, not so early, I hope. Yeah, I mean, I know you old guys with the early bird specials and stuff, but right. Denny's will still have discounts later on. So
about midnight, probably.
Yeah. We love each other, folks.
That'd be all right.
It's a fun atmosphere here.
It's going to be a fast second half. We got to do that. We're going to play up and down the floor, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Frost takes the inbound from McIntosh, crosses into the attacking end. McIntosh getting instructions from Bobby Collins as we got a minute to play in the first half. Oliver to Lowe. McIntosh zips it one-handed for Baycoat, who dribbles out deep into the backcourt. Jump past Frost, left wing. Frost left open, hand off the mat to Oliver. Reverse layup off the bottom of the rim and out of bounds. It's going to Central Penn. Nice thought by Oliver.
Good passing the ball by the Hawks. The 3 passes, a reverse layup by Oliver, and just a little short.
Arm didn't stretch out
not quite
wide enough. DuPont brings up court for Central Penn. It's DuPont, Warren, Gooding, Davis, and Zola. Small lineup for Central Penn. But then again, how would we tell? It's all small. Zola back out for Warren. Hand off the DuPont left wing. Back to Warren, driving right elbow. Steps around Hoggs and lays up and in. Windmill dribble by Mike Warren. And it's 45-34. Central Penn down 11. Shot clock is off, so the Hawks can hold on for the final shot of the half. McIntosh trapping the ball between his body and his arm. Now with 8 to shoot, he makes his move. Frost, left wing, back out to McIntosh. 3, 2, bounce pass, Hoggs, right corner, 3. Yes, sirree! Sean Hoggs at the wire. 48-34, Maryland Eastern Shore with a 2-touchdown lead at the end of the first half. A high-scoring affair, high traffic, high foul volume, but the Hawks with a comfortable lead through the first 20 minutes. We'll step aside, come back with first half analysis, and give you a snapshot of what's to come in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference schedule. Hawks coming right out of the gate and facing some tough competition. We'll tell you about it when we come back. 48-34, Hawks lead at the half on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hello, I'm your waiter Serge. Would you like to hear the specials? Do they include any wings, hot and cold sandwiches, and Smith Island cake? No, you'll have to go to M Street Grill for that. All right, see ya. Here you go, man. Hawks fans, you want to sink your teeth into great food and watch the game, right? Make M Street Grill your new home. It's a sports bar and restaurant conceived by hospitality and tourism management program students and owned by a Hawk alumni. M Street Grill in the Princess Anne University Village, 410-621-5040.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hossa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
It's the final days of the Ford year-end sales event. It's the last chance to get our best offer of the year. 0% APR financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit cash back across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Start the new year with a new Ford car, truck, or SUV with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit cash back. This exclusive holiday offer ends January 2nd, 2018, so don't wait. Best-selling based on 2016 sales. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 70 months at $1,389 per month per $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Not available on Ford GT, Fiesta, Focus RS, Mustang GT 350, 350R, F-150 Raptor, or Super Duty. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by January 2nd, 2018. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Inside the Hawk halftime show, courtside here at the Hyatt Athletic Center in Princess Anne, Maryland, where Maryland Eastern Shore, a homecoming for them, and they put on a show in the first half, a 48-34 lead over Central Penn. Will DeVore with you alongside me, Dave Bird. And Dave, a long first half, 27 combined fouls between the two teams, but a fine shooting first half. Maryland Eastern Shore shooting 15 of 30 from in the first half, and rather well from deep as well.
Yes, 50% for the game, 50% everywhere, 8 for 17 from 3, 10 for 12 from the free throw line, and two guys have stepped up as we talked before. The last time we played here against Valley Forge, the same two guys were putting on a show, and we're having the same thing happen tonight against Central Penn.
Yes,
Hogs,
it is.
And Baycoat.
Baycoat and the Hogs, the dynamic freshman duo, left open, and they're going to hit most of their open shots. Let's bring you the full stats, shall we? Eastern Shore shooting 50% in the opening session. 15 of 30, that's easy math. 8 of 17 from long range. 10 of 12 from the charity stripe. A good free throw shooting day for Eastern Shore. Central Penn shooting 11 of 28 in the first half. That's just 39%. 1 of 10 from long range. 11 of 17 from the line. That's only 65%, and that's why they're down by as many as they are. Cam Baycoat, the leading scorer for the Hawks, 15 first half points, 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 7 from deep. He played all 20 minutes in the first half. Him, McIntosh, and Frost played all 20 minutes. Let's see, 10 points for Sean Hoggs off the bench, 2 of 3 from the floor, 5 of 6 from the line, as he has already doubled his free throw attempts for the season in just one half of basketball today. Ahmad Frost with 8 points, 3 of 10 shooting, high volume and putting a few in. Also 3 steals for Frost, fine defense. 7 for Logan McIntosh, go along with 3 rebounds and 5 assists. Another all-around effort for Logan McIntosh from Atlanta, Georgia, our undisputed leader. Byron Thomas with 6 points, 3 rebounds in just 5 first-half minutes. Came out with foul trouble, but everybody was in foul trouble. Let's see, points, 2 for Leandre Thomas, and then Tyler Jones, Montrezl Oliver, Najee Fitzgerald, Michael Odiana, all scoreless in the first half. As for Central Penn, 12 points for Noah Baylor, 3 for 3 from the floor, 6 for 6 from the line to go along with 6 rebounds. He's been a force to be reckoned with in the paint for the Knights. Otherwise, 5 points for Joel Zola and Justin Kellman, 4 points for Dalen Davis, Jawan Gooding, 2 points for Bar Segay and Mike Warren, and then scoreless so far, Randy DuPont, Colby Chapman, Ryan Lawrence, Gerald Edwards, and John Blanc. Rebounding-wise, 14 for the Hawks, 16 for the Hawks, and 19 for Central Penn. The Knights out-rebounding the Hawks, including 5 to 3 on the offensive end. Fouls, 13 for Central Penn and 14 for the Hawks. Foul trouble for the Knights. We see Joel Zola with 2 and Ryan Lawrence with 2, as well as Randy DuPont. It's a bit hairier for the Hawks. 3 fouls for Ahmad Frost and Najee Fitzgerald. 2 fouls for Myron Thomas, Leandre Thomas, and Sean Hawes. Assists, 10 to 5 for the Shore, 5 of them for Logan McIntosh. Turnovers, 11 for the Knights and 9 for the Hawks. Blocks, 2 to 1 Knights, and steals, 5 to 3 Hawks. Points to the paint, Central Penn owning the inside, 18 to 10. Points off turnovers, Eastern Shore 15 to 4. Second chance points, 3-0 for Central Penn. Fast break points, 4 to 2 for the Hawks, and bench points, Eastern Shore with 12 to 9 margin. It was tied once. There were 3 lead changes. Central Penn scored the first basket. Eastern Shore eventually pulling away. Their 14-point lead is close to as large as they've had. They held an 18-point lead at one point in this half. But all in all, a solid first half for the Hawks, 48-34 against their non-Division I opponents from Central Penn.
Yeah, I thought we played really, really well the last 3 or 4 minutes of the first half.
Certainly.
First half was getting started back and forth, but the last 3 or 4 minutes were kind of smooth, and we got the ball to the right guys to shoot the basketball. And I think man for man, we're the better team, and we just go ahead and play without fouling.
Yes.
Then we got a great shot coming away from the Heights Center with a W today.
Absolutely, improving to 3-0 at home in the new season and in the non-conference season. A win would give Maryland Eastern Shore their 4th non-conference win, 1 more than they had last year. We're going to take another break. When we come back, take a quick look at our favorite games in the MEAC schedule. MEAC play opens up on Wednesday in Baltimore. We'll tell you all about it when we come back on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
This holiday season, make the smart choice and switch to Sprint and get a new Samsung Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, Note 8, or S8 Active with 50% off your lease. That's right, the hottest Samsung devices 50% off. Plus, with Galaxy Forever, you can upgrade to the latest Galaxy anytime after 12 lease payments. And when you switch to Sprint, you get the best price for unlimited. $25 per month per line for a family of 4, plus get a 5th line free. That's 50% off Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. You also get 10 gigabytes of mobile hotspot in HD, so you can stream your favorite holiday movies, music, and games. So stop by your local Sprint store, sprint.com/holiday deals, or call 1-800-SPRINT1 to learn more.
Requires 18-month lease and new line savings via monthly credit applied within 2 bills. Early termination results in remaining balance due after 1/31/19. Pay $38 a line per month with auto pay. Excludes taxes, surcharges, and roaming. Compared to Verizon Beyond Unlimited rates, AT&T Unlimited Plus plan, and T-Mobile One Plus plan for 5 lines. Carrier features differ. Coverage and offer not everywhere. Subject to credit and $30 activation fee. Speed maximums, use rules, and restrictions apply.
It's the final days of the Ford year-end sales event. It's the last chance to get our best offer of the year. 0% APR financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit cash back across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Start the new year with a new Ford car, truck, or SUV with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 Ford credit cash back. This exclusive holiday offer ends January 2nd, 2018, so don't wait. Best-selling based on 2016 sales. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 72 months at $1,389 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Not available on Ford GT, Fiesta, Focus RS, Mustang GT 350, 350R, F-150 Raptor, or Super Duty. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by January 2nd, 2018. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details.
We now pause 10 seconds for station identification.
The flagship station for Maryland Eastern Shore basketball is WTGM Salisbury, Delmarva's Fox Sports 960.
Take Hawks basketball with you anywhere. Get the SFM Go app in the Google Play or iTunes store and stream on SFM Sports Channel 2.
Back on the Hawk halftime show, Eastern Shore leading Central Penn 48-34. 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. Real quick, we're just looking at the early MEAC schedule. It's the gloves are off for Eastern Shore early. They go to Morgan State, the preseason favorite, on Wednesday. They host Hampton for the final time on Saturday next week, and then they'll have Bethune-Cookman in town 8 days from now on January 8th. But we've broken down the schedule several times. Let's take a look at the women's basketball. A few members here to witness this game. A pretty good non-conference schedule for them. They went 3-9. They played tough against East Carolina on December 28th, their final tune-up. But Eastern Shore's got a potential to really go far, and it's the newcomers that are making the impact for them, Dave. Specifically, Barisha Gill-Miles, the tall freshman, already won the MEAC Rookie of the Week 3 times in the non-conference slate. She's averaging 11 points, 6 rebounds a game. Leads the Hawks in both categories, and she may not be shooting the 3 ball, but at least inside shooting the basketball, Dave. Tall and lanky and able to play multiple positions. We may be seeing a new Mo Zabritsky.
Or April McBride, I think. That's who she reminds me of, but that's a little bit before your time. But she's the most athletic person on the floor just about every game, and she's doing it on both ends of the floor. She runs the floor extremely well. She just got to learn how to play a little bit. She's a freshman. And the women's team also had the same misfortunes at the men's. Injuries kind of have held them back, and they're still not 100% because Godwin's not, unless she comes back.
Yes,
but she's not.
But yes, and fortunately for the Hawks, they're getting back the big guns at the right time. Cece Byram's back, 9 points in her 3 games so far. Kiara Eaton plays better whenever Cece's on the floor. Promising look for the Hawk women's basketball team. Fred Batchelor and Company open up at Morgan State as well. That's a 5:30 tip time for the women's game. The men at approximately 7:30 or 30 minutes after the conclusion of the women's game. That's the way it'll be for the entire MEAC schedule from here on out. Conference play about to begin. We're going to take another 2-minute break. That'll just about bring us into the second half. Eastern Shore leading 48-34. 20 more minutes of basketball coming up next on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the lower shore is the Henson, located in the heart of Princess Anne on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, reunions, meetings, and relaxing getaways. Check into the Henson and we'll take care of the rest. Book online at umes.edu/Henson.
Hey Hawks fans, season tickets are on sale now. Visit umestickets.com to get your basketball season tickets. Stop by the athletic office, go online, or check your mailbox. Get your Maryland Eastern Shore tickets. There's no better place to be this basketball season than the Heights, cheering your Hawks on towards the conference championship. Get your Maryland Eastern Shore basketball season tickets now at umestickets.com. Support Eastern Shore Athletics because, after all, this is our shore and our team.
Committed to serving you even better. McCready Health Immediate Care and Imaging Center in Princess Anne. Stop by when you need us and experience our expanded services, including 3D mammography for advanced early detection of breast cancer. Conveniently located next to Food Line in Princess Anne and open 7 days a week from 10 to 8. Most insurance plans are accepted and no appointments are needed at McCready Health Immediate Care and Imaging Center. McCready Health, with you for life.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life. Because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back at the Heights, second half action. Maryland Eastern Shore and Central Penn. Hawks leading the Knights 48-34. Just one other MEAC game on this New Year's Eve afternoon, and if Savannah State was going for the toughest non-conference schedule championship, they may have it. They had the second-ranked non-conference difficulty schedule on KenPom.com coming into today. And then they went and played number 2 Michigan State. Ooh. And the Spartans blowing out the Tigers 108-52 at the Breslin Center.
If you're a betting man, Michigan State might be a good bet. I think it'll go a long way deep.
Well, they always are.
Final four bound and could be national champ.
Now, you know, in Michigan, the months are January, February, Izzo.
Yeah, that's true.
Hawk basketball as we begin the second half. TJ back into the game. Tyler Jones, left elbow, stops the dribble, hands it back off for Frost in the left corner. Ahmad centers up. He's bumped on the perimeter by Noah Baylor. I'm sure that's like running into a wall. And Baylor with the foul. Second foul against him. First foul of the half. It comes 16 seconds in. Well, I have the over-under at that at 12, so I took the under. I'll lose that one.
Pretty close.
Clock resets to 20. New rule this year. Ahmad Frost into the front court. Hawks moving right to left in their white uniforms this half. And McIntosh and Frost nearly run into each other. The wheels skidding to a stop with the wheels in motion now. 8 to shoot. Frost zooms it down low. Myron from the left post falling away. Missed the shot short and a rebound for Jawan Gooding. Jawan Gooding driving in against McIntosh and the catapult layup in and the foul. A nice acrobatic basket by Jawan Gooding.
I'm not sure how he got that off, Will. Almost back to the basket and flipped it up with the left hand off the left side after contact.
That's it. I offer you a golf clap, sir. That was a fine basket. Now Gooding with a chance for a three-point play, and he rattles home the free throw. Central Penn strikes first in the half again, and a near interception on the inbound pass is a lackadaisical entry by Myron. Baycoat body checked unsuspectedly by Gooding. Nice hustle that time, but second foul, and that's 3 fouls in the first minute of the half. Second verse, same as the first. McIntosh zips into the front court and pumps the brakes as he lets the offense set up. Baycoat, Frost, and McIntosh. Offense in motion without incident that time. Logan on the left side, right sideline to Baycoat straight away. Cam dribbling towards the left side of the paint, falling away jumper, 12-foot, missed it strong. Rebound for Davis. Davis, left to right move, Central Penn. He's up the left sideline, right in front of his coach, David Archer. Still going tireless in the second half. Jump step, Euro step by Davis, missed the layup, but Baylor with the offensive rebound. This one punched back out, and Gooding chases it down. A third chance coming up for Central Penn, and Davis misses the reverse layup. Rebound for Myron Thomas. Here comes McIntosh in the front court. No look, scoop pass to Jones. He's blocked from behind. Rebound for Baylor. Noah up court to his point guard Zola. Now it's into the front court. Randy DuPont, left corner, back out to Gooding, who runs the offense. A minute and a half gone by, still 48-37 Hawks. Gooding steps back, almost traveled. Zola with 12 to shoot, driving against Frost, loses the ball. Jones comes in for a double team in the backdoor, hand off to DuPont. He misses the layup. Rebound Baylor, he misses as well, and a rebound for Ahmad Frost. Here comes Frost into the front court. Crisp pass, McIntosh, left corner for three. Nope, rattles out. Rebound for DuPont, and DuPont tackled to the floor by Myron Thomas. Third foul against Myron.
Yeah, the Hawks have come down 4 possessions. They got a block, the shot block once, 2 fadeaway jumpers they missed, and then a 3 that just rolled out. So I don't think Coach Collins is going to be happy with that shot.
No, not at all. Leandre Thomas into the game as Myron takes a seat. Still a Thomas on the floor for the Hawks, satisfying the quota. DuPont. Now this is Gooding. Cut off on the right baseline. Frost closes quickly. Now he lobs it inside for Zola, who dribbles out. Rainbow into the backcourt for Davis. Davis against McIntosh. Pitches it into the left corner. 3-ball by DuPont. Missed it everything. An air ball and a rebound for Leandre Thomas. McIntosh sauntering up court. He's into the attacking end. This is Frost, the Jesse T. Williams signature. Centers up. Now Frost pull up from the right elbow. Shanked it to the left. Rebound for Tyler Jones. Back out to Baycoat. Left wing three. He gets the bounce. It's over the back. High bounce. Could not quite clip the top of the backboard. And Bobby Collins calling a timeout. It's 3 minutes into the half. His team hasn't scored. This will become a full timeout. 17:15 to play in the second half. Your score: Eastern Shore 48, Central Penn 37 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Celebrate the holiday season in Somerset County with unique events for the entire family. Shop local for special holiday incentives and a wide selection of gift items. Ring in the new year in downtown Princess Anne with the annual Midnight Muskrat Dive December 31st. Marshall P. Muskrat invites you to experience the fun with live music, contests, food, and spirits. Downtown merchants and vendors will be open late. Check out visitsomerset.com for more information. Somerset County, a great place to celebrate.
Chop Tank Electric Cooperative is sponsoring 5 high school juniors to attend the 2018 Electric Cooperative Youth Tour, an action-filled week providing you the opportunity to learn firsthand what it's like to be involved in politics, community service, and today's pressing energy issues. Learn about your electric co-op's business model, U.S. government, and experience history up close visiting national monuments, museums, and spending a day on Capitol Hill. Applicants must be members of Chop Tank Electric Co-op, and application deadline is January 31st. Visit our website at choptankelectric.coop today.
Back at the Heights, 48-37 Eastern Shore, 17:15 to play in the second half. Now the NFL coming into shape, their final weekend, their final sets of games this afternoon. They got the draft determined at least. Cleveland at 0-16's got the number 1 pick, and the New York Giants with the number 2. I suppose it'll be a race for those 2 quarterbacks out in California, but we will see. Jawan Gooding running the point into the front court for Central Penn. They got a chance to cut it back into single digits with a bucket here. DuPont is for Gooding. Right wing deep 3. In and out. It was halfway down, but DuPont's there for the offensive rebound. Leaps back up and in. The unguarded DuPont. Single digits again for CPC. 48-39 Hawks. 3 minutes into the second half.
The Hawks letting them hang around. That's not a good thing.
They need a basket right here. Here's Logan at the right elbow. Hand off to Baycoat, backcourt. Baycoat, free throw line. Stops the dribble just in. Pitches back out for McIntosh. Free throw line, 10 to shoot. Working his way inside. And a 3-second violation on Leandre Thomas. And Bobby Collins' look on his face. If you've seen the Jump Street movies or any of the movies that Ice Cube is in, that look of just dumbfounded disgust that he makes, that's the look that Bobby Collins is giving his team right now.
What's going on?
DuPont slings it back up for Davis. Davis, misdirection on Frost, dribbling to the right baseline, and a reach in. McIntosh intercepts it, rips it right away from Kelman. Here comes Lowe, right to left, into the front court, behind the back dribble. Logan, coast to coast, lay it up, and he missed the layup. Rebound for Kelman. That almost brought him out of their seats. But McIntosh misses point. Blake just couldn't finish.
You can't find the bucket 4 minutes into the second half.
We've got our first planned media timeout coming up next, and it'll come on a Central Penn turnover as DuPont's pass out of reach of everybody. And we head into a break. 15:55 to play in the second. Eastern Shore 48, Central Penn 39 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hossa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
Take Hawks basketball with you anywhere. Get the SFM Go app in the Google Play or iTunes Store and stream on SFM Sports Channel 2.
Back on the shore, Hawks 48, Central Penn 39, 15:55 to play in the second half. Will DeBoer and Dave Bird with you on the Shore Sports Network. Hawks have not scored in the second half so far, and they'll make their latest attempt right here as they've got the basketball after a Randy DuPont turnover for the Knights. Ahmad Frost now. Logan McIntosh brings it up court. Logan galloping across the timeline. The Cam Baycoat back to McIntosh. Rainbow from Frost cross court to Baycoat. Baycoat on the right wing. He's guard. He rainbows it right back to Frost in the left corner. Frost left baseline. Back to Baycoat. Baycoat nearly lost it. Has it. And a pull-up jumper from the right baseline rattles home. That was a badminton possession for the Hawks. Baycoat. Frost. Baycoat. And he gets the jumper from 12 feet, 50-39. That's how the Hawks get on the board in the second half. 5 minutes in. This is DuPont. He left him open on the right wing. He elects to drive inside, and he puts it up and in over Leandre Thomas. And Leandre commits the foul, and he's called up for a technical.
That's two personal fouls.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Leandre Thomas, in a moment of frustration, he slammed the basketball down and he caught the ball, so that must not have been it. He must have said something.
Yeah, he had to say something.
But that gives Leandre Thomas 4 fouls for the game, the 3 contact fouls and the technical. It puts Randy DuPont on the line with a chance for the rare 5-point play. And he won't get 5 points as he shanks this one way short. These are the 2 technical foul shots. Logan McIntosh having a word with one of the officials here, and the official saying that hard dribble is what it was.
Yeah.
And DuPont misses both the free throws. So for Leandre, no harm, no foul. He'll just have to take a seat, but he doesn't hurt the Hawks in any particular way as DuPont misses both of his free throws. Jones back into the game. Tyler Jones.
Yeah, slamming the ball to the court. I mean, you can't do it. So.
Well, what's the difference between what a hard dribble and a slam?
I don't know. That's all judgment, I guess.
Subjective, I guess. Well, in any case, DuPont back to the standard free throw. Shot up and good. He rolls it home. He makes just 1 of 3, but it's a 3-point play for Central Penn. They've cut it to an 8-point ball game. Hawks lead just 50-42 with 15:15 to play in the contest.
Now they're in a little 1-3-1 trap.
Frost lobs it deep up court to Baycoat. It's tipped out of bounds by Joel Zola into the row of courtside seats. Baycoat to inbound, 22 to shoot. Hawks have basically the whole clock to work with. Frost, and he nearly turned over in the backcourt on a hard pass. McIntosh, no look to Baycoat, left corner. Back out to McIntosh. Down the horn to Frost. Resets in the backcourt with 10 to shoot. Frost, scoop pass to Hoggs. Right corner, catch and shoot 3. Air ball, he missed everything. Rebound for Kelman. Zigzagging up court is DuPont. He pumps the brakes and waits for the rest of the Maroon offense to get back. DuPont. Behind the body pass to Baylor. Baylor pulls up from 13 feet, missed it way short. Rebound for Hoggs. Hoggs in transition as he comes away over the board. Now he lobs it back for Baycoat to run the offense.
Yeah, Baylor with a good shot there, just missed it short, and Hodge with the rebound.
Almost shockingly short. Here's Frost driving in from the right wing to the left side of the paint. Missed the contested layup. Rebound tipped out by Jones. This is Zola who has it in transition. 2-on-2. Zola stepping around now. A pass for DuPont. Up and in from the right elbow, the right low post. 6-point ball game and a timeout for David Archer and CPC. They're starting to believe. 50-44 Hawks. 14-12 to play in the half. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Hello, I'm your waiter Serge. Would you like to hear the specials? Do they include any wings, hot and cold sandwiches, and Smith Island cake? No, you'll have to go to M Street Grill for that. All right, see ya.
Here you go, man.
Hawks fans, you want to sink your teeth into great food and watch the game, right? Make M Street Grill your new home. It's a sports bar and restaurant conceived by hospitality and tourism management program students and owned by a Hawk alumni. M Street Grill in the Princess Anne University Village, 410-621-5040.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from sfmsports.net.
Back at the Heights Center, Eastern Shore's lead evaporating to just 50-44 over Central Penn. 14-12 to play in the second half. David Archer just called a timeout for Central Penn, quelling his own team's momentum, and now we clothesline foul. Dalen Davis kicking Myron Thomas in the head deep in the backcourt. And so the Hawks will inbound again. And Dave, you were confused as to why David Archer would take that timeout. His team had all the momentum. And now Cam Baycoat spots up left wing, misses the three-pointer strong. Rebound for DuPont. He spins around Baycoat into the front court, charging against Frost, and Ahmad Frost with a body check foul in the center of the paint. 2 free throws for Randy DuPont, who's starting to take over for Central Penn.
I think that's Frost's 4th foul. No, his 3rd. I thought it was his 4th.
Oh, I thought so too. Well, that's a good break for Frost then, not having 4, just having 3. Foul trouble already for the Hawks as the first free throw by DuPont up and good. That's the 5th team foul for the Hawks in the second half. Meanwhile, Central Penn's been a bit more disciplined. They've got just 3 team fouls at this stage in the half. Second shot up and good. 50-46, Central Penn hanging around. 13 and change to play in the ball game. Eastern Shore needs a basket in the worst possible way. They have just 2 second-half points thus far. McIntosh right at center, drops it back for Frost. Ahmad to Baycoat on the left sideline. Baycoat cross-court to Frost. Now McIntosh right sideline with 10 to shoot. He centers up. Frost around the horn. Baycoat defense closing fast. Frost, McIntosh right elbow. Stop free throw line. Hook pass. Baycoat left corner 3. Front iron rebound Frost. Fresh 30 for White. Here's Myron Thomas, and he's fouled again on the perimeter. Dalen Davis. Kamikaze out deep. His 3rd foul, and the 3rd foul for the leading scorer season-wise for Central Penn. Mike Warren coming back in.
That's 2 fouls on Davis, 35 feet from the basket. That's
2 silly fouls. Cam Baycoat now. Frost in the backcourt. Frost to McIntosh right in front of Bobby Collins. Frost, top of the circle. Ahmad galloping about. McIntosh back to Frost. Ahmad deep for Tyler Jones. The pass out of reach of him. TJ needed to be 7 foot that time instead of 6.5 foot, and a turnover by the Hawks.
And the Hawks picking up full court, man to man, to try to stop this break. And maybe their defense will lead to some offense for the
Maybe.
Hawks.
Davis subs back in as Kelman takes his seat. David Archer's going for broke right here. Central Penn was down by as many as 18 points in the first half. They were down 14 at the break. They've cut it to just 4 in the first 7 minutes of half number 2. And Randy DuPont now from left of center rattles out the three-point attempt. Here comes McIntosh in the rebound in transition. Lowe taking it himself around the entire, basically, Central Penn defense. He misses the layup. Myron Thomas with the board, and he's jostled around in the paint once again. Myron Thomas, he's a foul magnet so far in the second half. That's the third one he's picked up.
3rd foul against Thomas. When he gets the ball, he gets fouled.
Noah Baylor with his 3rd foul. That's important, as he has been the only inside presence that's been effective so far for Central Penn. It appears to be a shooting foul, and so Myron Thomas, 3rd foul he's absorbed. It's just the first time he's going to the line in this half. Myron with 6 first half points, 3 rebounds. He's got now 4 and 5 rebounds. And what is going on now? The official, one of them calling Randy DuPont over. It looks like he's got some
blood,
bodily fluids of some kind on his jersey. They send him over to Pat, the Eastern Shore trainer. 12:46 to play in the second half. Eastern Shore trying to build on a 50-46 lead. And nothing quite's going on right now as the officials working with the scorers table. And they'll have to bring in a sub. Jawan Gooding comes off of the bench. Randy DuPont looks like he's all bandaged up. He'll come in at the next opportunity for David Archer. Shore trying to take advantage while he's out. Myron Thomas at the line, shooting 2. That was the 5th team foul against Central Penn, who's making up for lost time with their fouls now. And Myron, strong off the back iron, misses the first attempt. Still just 2 second-half points for the Hawks. The Cam Baycoat jumper on the right baseline about 3 minutes ago. Second shot by Myron up and missed it to the left. Rebound for Baylor. Central Penn can make it a one-possession game again with a bucket here. This is Davis, guarded by Myron Thomas. Driving on the right baseline. Jump step down low. Shot strong. Rebound for Baycoat. Here's Cam. Zings it into the front court. Myron gets the pass. Myron working down low is blocked by Davis and volleyed out of bounds. Myron, double and triple teamed, is still able to get a shot up. It was blocked.
I thought fouled again, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like to me.
Frankly, I'm not quite sure how he even got that basketball. Mike Warren was on top of him, like butter on toast. McIntosh to inbound as they left Hoggs wide open, left corner for 3. Got it! Sean Hoggs. He had all of New Jersey to himself that time. 53-46, Eastern Shore cauterizes the wound for the moment. 12 and change to play in the half. Gooding, left sideline to DuPont, who's back in. This is Baylor on the left baseline, working against Jones. Steps in, and he travels across the middle of the paint. Momentum swinging back to the Hawks. The big tray by Hoggs and the turnover down low by Baylor.
Big tray.
McIntosh zooming into the front court at the free throw line, kicks the ball around, controls back again, zigzagging in, and he's called for the charge. Float shot was strong anyway, but Mike Warren had himself set up, left edge of the paint. McIntosh with the offensive infraction, and that takes us into a media. 11:54 to play in the second half. Your score: Eastern Shore 53, Central Penn 46 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
For many businesses, hiring is tough, which makes it critical to choose the right place to post your jobs. You need qualified candidates fast and on budget, and you don't want to sign a long-term contract or pay upfront fees. That's why you need Indeed.com, the world's #1 job site. Independent research shows Indeed delivers 6 times more hires than any other job site. You can post a job in minutes and even set up screener questions to help you zero in on qualified candidates. You can review applicants, take notes, and schedule interviews, all from an easy-to-use online dashboard. For a limited time, Indeed is offering new users a $50 credit to make their first job listing a sponsored job with premium visibility so more candidates will see it. You want to make a great hire fast, and this exclusive offer gives you a head start. Find out why over 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. To redeem this offer, go to Indeed.com/radio. That's Indeed.com/radio. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
Back at the Heitch Center, Eastern Shore 53, Central Penn 46, 11:54 to play in the second half. An absolutely massive three-pointer from Sean Hoggs right before that break. It was just the second field goal for the Hawks in this half after shooting 50% in the first 20 minutes. 2 for 13 so far in the second. That's 15%. Night basketball as trotting up court DuPont, left sideline. Central Penn moving left to right as we see it. In the backcourt, this is Baylor out of position. Baylor, crisp chest pass to Gooding. Gooding sitting in the backcourt, guarded by Baycoat. Gooding circling up on the perimeter to the right corner. 8 to shoot. Gooding. Bounce pass intercepted by Sean Hoggs. There's that man again. Leading pass for McIntosh. Behind the back dribble. Gets it back. Falling away. Left-handed layup. It's good. Logan McIntosh. 55-46 Hawks. And coming back the other way is Joel Zola. He lays it up and in. Chaos basketball. McIntosh and Zola anything you can do, I can do better.
And the Hawks stepped on the line that time trying to throw the ball in. That's it's going to be a nice ball.
Knights to inbound, trying to get it back within a couple of possessions. They lob it into DuPont, left open straight away for three. Bouncing it in. Front iron, backboard, and down. 55-51. Shore lead just 4. 11 minutes to play in the second half, and now the Central Penn faithful who are here are into it. About a half a dozen fans plus the bench. McIntosh to Jones straight away. Back to Lowe with 10 to shoot. Logan, stutter step, reaching around with a pass. It's ripped away down low by Dalen Davis. Central Penn can make it one possession right here. Davis, handoff to Gooding in the backcourt. Guarded by Baycoat. Gooding zooming the left baseline around Myron Thomas. Off the glass, no good. Baylor tip back strong. Rebound for Baycoat. Cam with 17 points, but just 2 in this second half. Hawks need a basket right here, right now. McIntosh, free throw line. Cutting into the paint. One-handed shot. Missed it strong. Rebound Myron Thomas. Waits around a couple of guys and lays it in and one. Myron Thomas timed the spring-loaded layup. He saw 2 Central Penn men flying over him. He draws contact from behind, and Myron's got a chance for a three-point play.
It was a very good offensive rebound first, and then collected himself. Showed a lot of patience there. He's going to the free throw.
Well, he's learning. 8 points, 5 rebounds so far from Myron Thomas. He's got a chance for a three-point play right here. It's 57-51 Hawks. This could make it a 3-possession game. And a shot by Myron up. No good. Missed it strong. Rebound, Central Penn, and here comes Mike Warren. Warren intercepted by Frost, middle of the paint. Frost with numbers forward. Leading pass for Hoggs. Hoggs one-on-one with Davis. Left-handed layup is in. Sean Hoggs in transition. The freshman saving the Hawks off the bench. 59-51 Eastern Shore, and now Hoggs coming back, commits the foul on DuPont. Hustling to get back and just can't quite control the body. 9:52 to play in the second half. That's the 7th team foul against the Hawks, so it'll put DuPont on the line to shoot 1-1. 16 fouls for the Knights. So next foul, no matter who gets it, we're having free throws.
Both ways.
Saddle up, everybody. DuPont, nothing but net on the first attempt. Randy DuPont, he's been the face of the Central Penn comeback in this second half. 15 points so far. He leads the Knights in scoring. The sophomore from Harlem. And his second free throw up and good. The man from Harlem for the Knights. 59-53 Eastern Shore as the Hawks pressing quickly into the front court. A lob down low left baseline for Myron Thomas. Myron posting up, backs his man down, jump step in the paint, whistle before the shot, and a push on the floor. Justin Kellman with the infraction, and that puts Myron Thomas back on the line. He's shot 3 free throws in the second half, and he has missed all 3 of them.
He's been fouled about 5 times in the second half.
1-1 for Myron. First shot up. No, back iron again. Rebound for Davis, and Myron's got the yips from the stripe in the second half. That's 0 for 4. This is Davis, handoff back to Zola. Zola spots up, contested right wing 3. Missed it short. Rebound for Frost. Has it ripped away by Zola, but Zola can't control, and the Hawks catch a break that time. I'll get to inbound from right in front of the CPC bench.
Yeah. Both teams looking to get it out and go to beat the other team down the floor. It's been kind of wild the last 5 or 6 minutes.
That it has. Cam Baycoat back in as Tyler Jones takes a seat. On the floor for Central Penn, defending. You see Gooding, Davis, DuPont, Zola, and Baylor. So the starters all in for Central Penn. McIntosh, Hoggs, and Frost in the backcourt running the offense. Baycoat and Myron Thomas also on the floor for White. This is McIntosh, screen set by Myron deep in the backcourt. He's bumped by Baylor, no call. Pick and roll with Baycoat defense closes fast. That's Davis. Now McIntosh top of the circle with 8 to shoot. Crossover dribble against Baylor. Driving in right elbow. Pitches out for Baycoat in the right corner, and they'll get McIntosh for another charge as Joel Zola camped out in the paint, and McIntosh on the pass couldn't stop his body.
Yeah.
Hawks turn it over once more.
Logan going up in the air to get that pass off, and then no place to come down except on top of a night player.
Juwan Gooding. Hogs watching him closely as he gallops into the front court. Left sideline, this is DuPont working against Baycoat. Left baseline, lays it up and in. Too easy for Randy DuPont. Working like that car that had DuPont on its facing for all those decades, Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, he was
59 to 55. Wow. A 4-point ball game. Central Penn's got it 2 possessions. They have not been able to crack it to 1. Eastern Shore trying to keep it that way. Frost in the left corner. Back out to Hodges. Sean sitting on the basketball with 9 to shoot. Back to McIntosh. Hawks have to do something here. 6 to shoot. Screen set Myron. McIntosh takes the left elbow. Stripped. Frost tries to save it in. His foot was on the line, and Eastern Shore turns it over with 3 seconds to shoot.
Full court pressure now by the Hawks trying to get this ball back.
Wheels coming off. CPC outscored them 21 to 11 in the second half. They can make it a 1-possession game with the bucket right here. This is Gooding. Gooding right in front of his coach, David Archer, trying to pull off the stunner. Under 8 to play in this second half. DuPont back to Gooding, left side of the paint, jump pass left corner, Zola for 3, got it.
Nothing but net.
It's a 1-point ball game. Eastern Shore 59, Central Penn 58. 7:42 to play from Princess Anne. Here's Ahmad Frost, and an offensive foul. They get an illegal screen on Myron Thomas. Central Penn has a chance to take the lead when we come back. 7:39 to play. Hawks lead down to a skinny little point at 59 to 58 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Committed to serving you even better. McCready Health Immediate Care and Imaging Center in Princess Anne. Stop by when you need us and experience our expanded services, including 3D mammography for advanced early detection of breast cancer. Conveniently located next to Food Line in Princess Anne and open 7 days a week from 10 to 8. Most insurance plans are accepted and no appointments are needed at McCready Health Immediate Care and Imaging Center. McCready Health, with you for life.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the lower shore is the Henson, located in the heart of Princess Anne on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, reunions, meetings, and relaxing getaways. Check into the Henson and we'll take care of the rest. Book online at umes.edu/Henson.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
We are back at the Heights Center. It's a 1-point basketball game. Eastern Shore leads Central Penn 59 to 58. The slimmest of margins with only 7:39 to play. Central Penn was down by as many as 18 and was down by 14 at the half. Have worked it all the way back, and with a basket can take their first lead since the early get-go of this one, before either team reached double digits. Inbound is to Juwan Gooding. Central Penn shooting 44% in the second half. Hawks shooting just 29. That's how they've gotten back into it. This is DuPont, double team left sideline, and he travels to get between Frost and Baycoat. The defense closing fast. They absolutely had to hold, and they hold for the moment.
Good double team that time on the left sideline by the Hawks.
Little round top holds for the moment. Thank you, General Chamberlain. McIntosh into the front court. Jones on the right elbow. TJ handoff to Frost. Frost cut off, no foul, and Frost kicks it into the backcourt. It was off of Baylor, so he gets to chase it down from the backcourt again. McIntosh free throw line bumped out with 8 to shoot. McIntosh handoff to Baycoat. Baycoat free throw line driving in, double teamed. He's stripped by Zola in the paint. Turns it over. Here comes Davis. DuPont. And McIntosh sets up, allowing him to run into him. Then Davis, too fast, runs into McIntosh. The ball jostles loose, and Hodges is there for the steal. Both teams antsy in a 1-point game right now.
Look like nerves on both teams.
Yes. Hogs the basketball. Can he provide the spark? Big coat. It's intercepted. Pass too strong. One-on-one. Zola and Hogs. Hogs gets back. Offensive foul.
Yep. Good call there. That's right. His standing.
Oh, my. Somebody buy Sean Hogs a milkshake after this one. He has saved the Hawks on offense and defense, preventing an easy go-ahead layup from Joel Zola that time.
Yeah, that was a good call. He was standing there, and Zola just ran over him.
Baycoat, Hogs, and now McIntosh. Hawks need a bucket. They have just 11 second-half points, 6:20 to play. Jones, right baseline, spin move around Baylor. Left hand rolls home. There's a big man in Tyler Jones, 61-58. Hawks have it up to 3 with 6:09 to play.
Yeah, Hawks patient on offense that time and got a great bucket by Jones.
Zola, right wing on the perimeter, working against Baycoat. Step back three-pointer, strong. Rebound for McIntosh, low with a 3-on-3. All around his man, Baylor reaches for him, and that's the only thing Baylor could do as McIntosh just went around him like he was a traffic cone. It's a two-shot foul is the rule that McIntosh was in the process of the shot. Fourth team foul against Noah Baylor. Keep an eye on that, Dave, as Baylor, if he goes down, the Hawks can just work it inside. But if the Hawks even have size, nobody's got size. It's all guards.
It's all
guards.
That's right. 10 of them out there.
McIntosh, first free throw. No. Eastern Shore is now 0 for 5 from the free throw line in the second half. Myron Thomas back in for the Shore and Justin Kelman into the game for the Knights. Well, check that. Myron's not coming back, and we'll have Michael Odiana instead.
A small lineup.
McIntosh, second free throw, good. Finally off the schneid. It's nothing but net. Logan's got 10 points. Michael Odiana in, Logan McIntosh out. 62-58. It's a two-possession game again for the Hawks with 5:53 to play. This is Gooding, guarded by Frost. They mark him in the backcourt. Here's a handoff to Davis, who's marked by Odiana. He's across the timeline with not a moment to spare. Davis, guarded by Odiana, deep in the backcourt. Davis makes his move on Odiana, takes the right baseline. Odiana sticks with him, but commits the foul. I don't know. Refs, the fans, rather, are saying all ball that time. And, well, he had a lot of the ball.
He had a lot of the ball, yes.
Somebody as well. But Michael Odiana with the foul, putting Dalen Davis, the Temple Hills, Maryland native, on the stripe with 5:35 to play.
And a lot of three throws coming up over the next 5 minutes.
First one up and good. It's a one-possession game again. And your only hope, Dave, is that with all the misses early in the second half, the Hawks have worked them out of their system. Yeah. Remember the American game, the last 8 points the Hawks scored were from the free throw line. And in that 74-70 comeback win over AU. Second free throw, strong back iron, rebound for Frost. Climbs the ladder for that board. 62-59 Eastern Shore. Hawks have still led throughout the entire game here in the second half, but it's been as close as one moments ago. Baycoat, Hogs in left corner, fakes a step in, now back out to Baycoat and Frost from the right sideline. 10 to shoot. Jones sets a screen. Frost jump past Baycoat, left wing, lets a man go by him. His three rolls home. Bang! Cam Baycoat, a massive basket for the Hawks. 65-59. 5 minutes to go.
The two freshmen, Hogs and Baycoat.
And now Gooding's three-pointer back iron clangs, and Baycoat corrals the board that time.
Right. That's back-to-back threes by Hogs and Baycoat. Two freshmen with big buckets.
That'll do. Odiana bounces to the right sideline for Frost. Frost guarded closely by Gooding. Jones hits a screen. Kelvin comes over to help. They left Jones open right wing for three. Short. Rebound for Davis. Oh, what a dagger that would have been. This is Davis dribbling around Jones. Euro step in. He is stripped from behind by Hogs. No foul, just a punch out of bounds. Odiana out. Myron Thomas back in, as well as back in for the Knights. We see Baylor and Zola for offense, and Logan McIntosh biting his compression shirt as Sean Hogs takes a seat. 65-59. Hawks leading USCAA's Central Penn by just 6 with 4.5 to play. Now Zola catch and shoot straight away three. Clangs, back iron, rebound for Frost. Frost 1-on-3, taking it himself. And the catapult strong layup over absolutely everything. Hawks catch a break as Warren kicks it out of bounds, but an ill-advised move that time by Ahmad Frost.
Yeah, this just forced it, right?
Tried to do too much.
Yeah, Hawks had the ball out of bounds on the sideline right in front of their bench.
And Frost to inbound. And the pass from the official went by him.
Turnover.
McIntosh has it. Steps it back to Frost, back out to McIntosh. Eastern Shore, they got to milk some clock here. But Frost, catch and shoot 3, skims the back iron. But Myron Thomas is there for the board. Right place, right time. Fresh 30 for the Hawks. Coming up in our final media, and a reach-in foul by Mike Warren from the half-court logo. 2 free throws for Logan McIntosh when we come back. Final break of the afternoon. 3:59 to play in this one. Eastern Shore Hawks 65, Central Penn Knights 59 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game, they're playing to win at life. Because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
Hey Hawks fans, season tickets are on sale now. Visit UMEStickets.com to get your basketball season tickets. Stop by the athletic office, go online, or check your mailbox. Get your Maryland Eastern Shore tickets. There's no better place to be this basketball season than the Heights, cheering your Hawks on towards the conference championship. Get your Maryland Eastern Shore basketball season tickets now at UMEStickets.com. Support Eastern Shore Athletics, because after all, this is our shore and our team.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back at the Heights Center, final 3:59 this afternoon. Eastern Shore 65, Central Penn 59. What a scrappy showing from the kids from this United States Collegiate Athletic Association. Yeah, that's a thing. Division II. And they've got a 2-possession ball game against a Division I opponent. The 5th one they're playing. Their next game is against Cornell on January the 5th of the new year. The Hawks open up MEAC play on Wednesday at Morgan State as Logan McIntosh's first free throw up and good. Logan putting the team on his shoulders once again. 11 points, 5 boards, 6 assists for McIntosh. His second free throw up and good. 12 points for Logan as the shot's starting to fall. Leads balloon to 8 again, 67-59, under 4 to play. Davis for Central Penn, down low to Baylor. Baylor jogging on the left baseline, back out to Davis. Davis step back three-pointer, short. Rebound clangs out of bounds, saved by DuPont, and Davis has it. And they work it down low for Kelman. Oh, what hustle from Central Penn. From out of bounds to an easy layup from the right post. 67-61. Central Penn wants this. 3:25 to play. McIntosh, handoff to Frost in the backcourt. Ahmad straight away, sitting on the basketball. Davis comes out to keep him honest. Frost near a push-off, a flop, no call. This is McIntosh, 7 to shoot on the left wing. Slicing in, his pass picked away by Myron Thomas. Turnaround, one-handed shot falls way short. Rebound, here comes Davis. Pitches out for DuPont. DuPont on the right elbow, dribbles back out. Davis threads it inside, and Myron Thomas knocks it. Oh no, it's off of Zola.
He touched it after Myron hit it.
Ricochet off of Myron Thomas and off of Joel Zola again, and Eastern Shore takes over with 2:57 to play.
The Hawks got a break that time. Central Penn just gave that basketball away.
Logan McIntosh, right to left, he crosses the timeline. Myron Thomas, hand off to Ahmad Frost, and McIntosh to Myron on the right channel, to Jones. Now McIntosh, left wing. Low, stops his dribble. Chest pass to Frost, right of center with 7 to shoot. Frost ekes in and out with 5 to shoot. 4, Ahmad Frost, free throw line, pull-up jumper, yes! Ahmad Frost with the clock expiring, nails it from the MEAC logo. 69-61 Hawks, 2:20 to play, and a near steal by McIntosh on DuPont. Back out to Zola. near desperation time for Central Penn. Can the Hawks hold on? Baylor, right baseline, working against Jones. Contact, no call. Zola saves it out of bounds. Now it's DuPont, and DuPont nails it from the left wing from 3. Timeout for David Archer. This is of the 30-second variety. 2:04 to play in this one. 69-64 Hawks. Well, if you're listening to us on Fox Sports Radio, stick with us, as after this one, we're going to join the Baltimore Ravens game already in progress. The Ravens fighting for their playoff lives. They're at home in the Charm City. And that game going on right now. The Cincinnati Bengals have a 7-0 lead over the Ravens with 5:30 to play in the first half. If you want to see the game, you can flip it on over to CBS if you're watching. Mute the commentary, and just listen to us for the rest of the way.
That's right.
Basketball and football mixed
at the
into
same
one.
time.
What a world. What a great country we live in. You can watch football and listen to basketball.
That's pretty good, I'll tell you that.
Timeouts over. Eastern Shore to inbound. Myron, Logan McIntosh, Frost, Baycoat, and Tyler Jones on the floor for White. McIntosh wandering up court. Crosses into the attacking end. Thomas, Frost, McIntosh, back to Myron Thomas on the right channel. Floats it cross court for McIntosh on the left wing. Under 2 to play. This one inside left baseline for Myron Thomas. Double team. Myron taking himself. Spin move. Takes it to the rack himself. A flop by Dalen Davis. No call. And Myron Thomas with the lay in. 71-64 Hawks. And now they leave Zola wide open for the right corner from 3. He missed it short. Climbing the ladder, Kelman gets the board, and he's fouled in the paint on the floor. They'll get McIntosh for the foul. It puts the big man Justin Kelman, well, big comparatively, he's only 6'5", on the floor, on the line.
Yeah, the Knights are shooting 3 for 23, or 4 for 23 from three-point land. That's basically...
They only shoot 32% as Kelman clangs it off the front iron, his first attempt. Not a good shooting day for Central Penn from the free throw line either. They're under 66%. 1:29 to play here. Hawks almost out of the woods. 71-64 Shore. Kelman, couple of dribbles. Second free throw from lefty. Short again. And Frost elevates for the Karam and the rebound. Cameron Baycoat, he will saunter up court. Crisp pass to McIntosh. Logan takes it hard himself over Zola. Jump pass to Jones, left wide open to the right court. And he wisely decides not to shoot it. Hawks will milk this clock like it's the 8th day of Christmas. 6 to shoot. McIntosh, deep left wing 3. Short. Rebound bounces once to Davis in transition, and Davis with a Hail Mary pass out of bounds. That may be the last gasp for Central Penn. 57.5 seconds to play. A 7-point Eastern Shore lead. And the Hawks might just survive this one. If they do, they improve to 4-11. One more non-conference win than last year. Baycoat tiptoeing across the big M. Hand off to Frost in the backcourt. McIntosh. Logan chasing the backcourt by Zola with 13 to shoot. Double team as he stops the dribble. Jump pass to Jones, top of the circle. Now Frost with 8 to shoot. Frost back out to Myron. Left corner for 3. Too strong. Rebound punched once on the floor. Baylor has it, and it's stripped. Baycoat has it down low, lays it up and in from the left post. And that will be the final nail in the coffin, just about. Bobby Collins calling a timeout. Cam Baycoat with a second chance post points, rare for him. He leads all scorers with 22 points now, and with 26 seconds to play, it's a 73-64 lead for the Hawks. 9 points. Central Penn will fall to 7-8 when this one finishes up, but another fine effort from the Knights, playing above their pay grade. They'll take on Cornell before the schedule eases up and they start to play in their classification, USCAA. End of February, early March is when the USCAA Division II tournament happens, and we're going to see, if you follow Central Penn, another team in contention for a national championship in that classification. Final four last year, net runner-up the year before. They could get back again this year. They're that good.
I think they're going to be in the hunt. They got a couple good guards, and that usually takes them a long way. They played us scrappy here just about last year, and then again this year. They don't seem to quit. They were down 18 points and came back. The Hawks have shown some patience on offense over the last 2 minutes, and that's won them the basketball game.
And that's what saw them pull ahead. Eastern Shore 4-11 after the non-conference slate. They open up Wednesday night at Morgan State in Baltimore. Preseason conference favorites. The Hawks knocked them off by 1 at home last year on senior night. The best game of the year. Dante Caldwell's three in the right corner, icing it with 30 seconds to play. Coverage for that men's game will begin approximately 7:30. The women play right before. Doubleheaders and MEAC play. But we'll open up women's coverage at about 5:20 from Baltimore on Wednesday night as MEAC play begins. Brandy DuPont, it's back out to Gooding. A desperation three, strong rebound. McIntosh pulls it down. He's on the floor, and it's a jump ball. Possession stays on Central Penn's end with 14 seconds left. Fred Batchelor and the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawk women's basketball team played a strong non-conference schedule, and they could surprise some people. They did last year. They could again this year. They got Barisha Gill-Miles,
I think they're
great new addition.
I think they're going to. They got their players back from injury. Byram's back. I'm looking forward to that.
First home game of the non-conference year next Saturday against Hampton as a three-pointer from the left corner for Joel Zola, and a timeout by David Archer, I think. What was that? Well, whatever it is, the official is saying something to the bench. That's a 2 o'clock tip time for the women next Saturday against the Lady Pirates, the reigning tournament champions in the MEAC, but the Hawks beat them last year on their own home floor in a spectacular comeback. 10 seconds left, and Myron Thomas fouled on the sideline. He'll step to the line with 9.3 seconds remaining. 73-67, Eastern Shore in the lead, trying to ice it at the line. Hawks host Hampton. The Shore beating Hampton 68-66, that thrilling MEAC quarterfinal game last year from the Scope. Hawks went to their first MEAC semifinal since 1994. And it'll be a sort of melancholy matchup, Dave, as that is the last time Hampton visits Princess Anne as a member of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. They're bolting for the Big South after this year. We'll miss them. Hampton's one of the flagship programs in this league. Thomas's first free throw pushed it to the left. Baycoat back in as Jones takes a seat. But the Hawks, 2 home games next weekend. They've got Hampton on the 6th, the Saturday, Bethune-Cookman on the Monday night at 7:30. The women play against the Wildcats at 5:30 as Thomas rolls home his second free throw. 74-67. It's a 3-possession game. 7-6 seconds as a strip by McIntosh. And a recovery as Zoll is able to lay it up and in with 3 seconds to play. McIntosh to inbound. He floats it up for Hogs. And now Myron Thomas. Thomas stays put. And that's all she wrote. Maryland Eastern Shore escapes 74-69. They hold on to defeat Central Penn, improving to 4-11 through their 15 non-conference ball games. Bobby Collins will come over here for a post-game interview, and then I believe we're throwing it straight to football. I believe that's what we're doing here, Steve, if we'll get a confirmation on that. But here comes Bobby Collins right now for the post-game interview. We got the headset for him right here. Well, Coach, a bit of a sweater at the very end of that ball game there, but your general thoughts on the last 40 minutes of basketball?
Well, I thought we lost our focus. We didn't play tough. We didn't make this a home court advantage. We just got to make the right plays, and we didn't do it down the stretch when we needed it.
All right, then. Well, the silver linings here. Sean Hoggs saving the Hawks off the bench, double-digit points. He played a scrappy defense. Next man up mentality once again.
Well, every night we just never know. And to me, it's the guy who's going to play tough. right now, toughness is out the window. When our bigs, when Tyler Jones and Myron Thomas and Leandre, when they're not playing tough on the inside, anchoring down the post forwards, then that's a problem.
Yeah, you're playing with a small lineup the entire second half, just about, the end of the first half. And those guys they come through for you, but it's tough to do.
Well, they did, but we got to play smarter. That's not acceptable. And I'm going to accept the win because wins have been hard to come by. But we got to be better. We got to be better.
All right, Coach. Well, the preseason, as it will, is over. NEAC starts on Wednesday. We're visiting their preseason conference champions at Morgan State. You ready?
Yeah, we're ready. We got to do better than we did tonight. That's a very hostile environment that we're going to. We got to do a much better job. We got to be focused. They have a player of the year on the team, and they have a really good prolific shooter on their team. So we got to be prepared to play and play with a lot more intensity than we played with tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll see you in Baltimore.
Thank you.
Bobby Collins, after the Hawks hold on for a 74-69 win over Central Penn today. And, well, we're getting the instructions right now. No post-game show as we got football to get to. But, Dave, your final thoughts real quick before we get into this one and throw it to football.
Well, the MEAC is right around the corner on Wednesday, and the Hawks